Welcome home. I just gotta say thank you, God, for this, because I never expected it. I thought that for the rest of my life, I was just gonna be the whipping boy of the internet. I was just gonna be the guy that was talked down to and was the butt of the joke, and that no one wanted to watch my content or take it seriously. And within a few days, all of that has changed. Do you like me? I think it's time to change my life. It's time to change who I am as a person, as a creator. It's time to, do things better for myself, for my family, and to basically not be an irresponsible douchebag only out for myself for the rest of my life. Did you see how angry I was before I met Kat? You saw how angry I was, right? All right? They're all remnants of the casino. And they're all sitting there saying fucked up stuff. They are. They're saying, oh, you can't make money on gaming. Ha ha, you only made $9 an hour. Ha ha. So fuck them. Seriously, right now, fuck those motherfuckers. Let's rally right now. And by the end of this stream, let's show them that actual gameplay, that positive content, that not having to constantly shit on others to get ahead, you can still make a living and you can still promote positivity on the internet. So let's get some support. Usually I wouldn't say that, but I've had enough of their fucking mouths today. They're actually starting to really piss me off with their toxicity and nonsense, because they think that because some fat fuck and some fucking degenerate on drugs are running around making fun of people every day, that for some reason that gameplay isn't valid. How about you kiss my fucking ass and you lick my fucking balls? You fucking dumb little no-life pieces of shit. I'm gonna fucking be successful no matter what. And you guys can go fuck yourselves. And now I died. Yeah, Koala, you don't have to listen to their nonsense. Fuck these losers. Fuck these ball-sucking simps, right? I got a $5 tip from the hottest woman in chat. Thank you, Dumpy Koala, for poning Canadian Kate Sith and their jobless trolls. I love 500-pound... I'm not reading the rest of that. That's bad. That's really bad. But thanks for the $5 tip there. Oh, my God. That's brutal. So we're 3 away from the 100. We are in striking distance of the goal, but someone's going to have to take advantage of one of these badge offers or we're not hitting it. $100 for Call of Duty is pretty good. Wish we could have hit the goal, but I'm not upset with Call of Duty. It was nice. It was good gameplay.
I compiled a good amount of kick support begging clips that I want to play and just kind of talk about that aspect of DSP's stream and go over some of the things that he talked about today. So let's get into the video.
All right, guys. Well, we've certainly had a lot to talk about today, but you know what we haven't had to talk about today? Subs on Kick. There's 0 subs on Kick. 0. If we had 1 gifted sub right now on Kick, we would hit the goal. So you know what would be nice? Since we exclusively got to this goal with support from YouTubers and tippers, right? It sure would be great if we could get another goal on this stream thanks to the Kick viewers. Like right now, if someone were to give, 30 subs to hit a second goal, that would be absolutely amazing and appropriate. So maybe that's what'll happen. Maybe a generous person on Kick will say, you know what? I'm not going to let the YouTube viewers outstage me today, outshine me, the Kick viewer, the Kicksters can't be outdone. The Kicksters need to rally. The Kicksters must work. Yes. Felix the Mate says, well, then give all the YouTubers all the attention and make the Kicksters feel lonely. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just ignore Kick Chat all day because no one's supporting. Maybe I could do that. Shout out to Toby Maru, who just became a member of the channel this morning. Thank you to Toby Maru. That's our first membership of the day. So now Kick really has to be embarrassed, because not only do we have super chats and tips, we also have a member and we have no sub.
So these clips where DSP's wearing the glasses right above me, this is from yesterday. It's been getting worse. He's been berating his Kick chat. He tries to play it off like it's a funny thing, like it's YouTube support versus Kick support, because it's not enough to be grateful for any support that you get. It's a requirement to get support from Kick. He's berating viewers and making them feel bad and making them feel like they have to give something to support the platform that they're watching.
Even let it get to me or listen to people complain. We don't like DSP tries it, so don't fucking watch it, stupid. Right? I do DSP tries it like once a week when we hit the goals, so don't watch that content and shut the fuck up. You don't support anyway, because that's the truth. The people who complain don't support. Let me repeat that. The people who complain don't support. Let me repeat that. The people that complain do not support. So why do I care about what they're complaining about when they don't support? And the answer is, I shouldn't care. So I don't.
Phil knows there's a lot of LARPers, as he loves to call it on Kick. And he likes to show off the fact that he gets paid for these LARPers to be there. Even if they don't like him, he makes money off of these people.
So those people, I know, they don't support me, and they basically just take up space. What they don't realize, don't tell them this. You ready for this? I got a little secret. I got a secret to tell everyone. All right, hold on. Hold on 1 second. This is going to look weird because the lighting is off. All right, but I got a secret. You ready? So what is the best kept secret of me and the trolls that are on my Kick chat? Are you ready for this? Here's the best kept secret. I get paid for them to be there because I'm in the Kick Partner Program, and I get paid for every moron who sits in that chat and trolls. Guys, if you are enjoying the chill vibes of our first run tonight in Blueprints, please support the stream. All right, right now we had 2 people who supported so far. We had 2 subs on Kick from DT101, and we had a nice super chat from The Block. It would be great to get some more support right now. We want to keep hitting goals so we can actually do our big marathon. Hopefully this coming weekend would be perfect. So please support the stream in some way. Super chats, memberships, subs, tips, all appreciated. Please support, and thank you if you do. All right. Okay. Yeah, Amazlord confirmed. He said, yeah, you need the shovel. All right, so I won't backtrack then. Thank you for telling me, or else I might have backtracked. Insert coin, more part of the story. Here we go. What's next in the story?
And as it was foretold.
Yeah, you guys over on Kick, I'm about to ban all of you for trying to bully a supporter. The one person who supported tonight, you bullied him. So I think I'm just going to ban every single one of you. I'm not even kidding. Because none of you contribute. You just sit there talking every night, but now you're going to bully a supporter. I think I'm just going to permanently get rid of all of you.
I see a shadow in the doorway.
So yeah, I'm going to be honest. You guys over on Kick, you're going to stop being bullies and stop trying to be a good old boys club. Because if you continue it, I'm going to permanently remove all of you from chat, and I don't care. Okay? Seriously. I just don't give a crap about this toxicity and negativity that you guys are trying to portray. So stop it right now or you're going to find yourself gone.
Banned. Gone forever.
Got it? I hope that makes sense. Hope you understand what I'm laying down here. I don't want anyone getting into arguments over on Kick. Now I'm looking, and if I see it, you're all out. I'm serious. I'm not putting up. I keep telling you guys, I'm not putting up with people treating certain chat rooms like their own little clubhouse where they can bully people who come by and want to hang out. I'm not having it. So if that's what you're over there for, you're in the wrong spot, and you're going to be very sad very soon. Okay. Got to go with East Wing Hall. It's the only thing we can do to continue. So we're making giant advancement in the game. The problem is now we're making all this advancement. Now we don't get any support for the game anymore, right? Now that we're actually doing all this great advancement, now the support slows down when things are picking up. Sucks ass. Hey, if we get 107 more subs by the end of Friday, I'll give you back the text messages. So there's something that I want to call everyone's attention to, particularly if you were watching live on Kick. right now. This week, we had people earlier in the week campaigning. Bill, we want text messages back for moral support. And I said, nah, I don't think so. So then people were like, well, listen, if you want to, if it's a problem, you don't just want to give it back, then set a goal. Set a goal for support. And if we hit that goal, give us the text messages back. I said, all right. So I set a goal. It was 3 days ago. I said, if we can hit 125 subs on Kick by the end of the week, I would give the text messages back. Okay. As of yesterday, we had 18 subs. So we still had 112 to go. No. 102 to go. 102. No. 107 to go.
So the insane thing here is, even if somebody in his chat suggested it, which was most likely one person, he's just so desperate for money. I mean, it's clear. Using last night as an example, he made over $300 on the first stream, and we're gonna see him complaining about not getting any money or not even getting any support on the second stream. He's even gonna go so far as he sees one of his, I guess you could call him a whale in chat, somebody who always shows up on the Kick side and actually gifts subs and contributes. He's gonna call that person out and talk about how low support is tonight.
What's up, your future stepdad? Good to see you. So your future stepdad, just so you know, because you actually are a supporter on Kick, earlier today we got 25 subs on Kick. If we get 50 more tonight, I'm gonna unlock the text messages in the actual moral support messages for good. All right, I actually cut everyone a deal. I lowered the amount needed, but only one person gave subs earlier. If people rally together tonight on Kick and give subs, we can get that. I'm just throwing that out there because you actually do support my Kick streams. Most of these people in chat right now do not. So, okay. Let's go. Let's get some support for Friday Night Fights. Besides Jax. Jax has now supported twice. Can we get someone? And it sure would be great to get some Kick support. Like I said, we have had 0 subs on Kick today. I updated the Kick goal to say only 75 subs needed for us to get the text messages back in the moral support messages, because the people were complaining it was too big of a goal. So I said, all right, I'll reduce it by like 30. So I went down to 75, and we've gotten 0 subs. So not really working towards, getting it. I'm just saying, you ask for a favor, I give you another favor, and yeah, it's not working out.
Very interesting way of appreciating your audience. I mean, you're reducing the sub goal. I mean, they only have to pay $375 now for a free feature. What a deal. Way to respect people's time, money, wallets, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, my favorite tactic when going to a sub shop like Subway or something is when the guy behind the counter is just pressuring me to tip him. I mean, even if he didn't mean for it to come across a certain way, this dude is guilt tripping his audience whether he likes to admit it or not into tipping. I mean, I know what he's doing. Everybody knows what he's doing. That's his shtick. Oh, but y'all thought that was it?
Think of it this way. If someone were to drop 75 subs, that would mean they get 3 OG badges, okay? 7 VIP badges, and they'd be buying these text messages for everyone for moral support forever. Like, basically, if someone were to drop 75 subs, basically what would happen is, people would appreciate it. Like, you'd be like immortalized as one of the MVPs of Kick's chat forever, because you basically got all these badges for everyone, and you got the text message support. You know what I'm saying? Yes, 20 subs for an OG badge is available right now. Yes, it is. Listen, I'm trying to hit 75 subs by the end of today so I can give you guys back your messages, your text messages for moral support, but literally I've gotten 0 subs today, so it's not happening right now,
It's just funny that this guy takes advantage of the platform to sell as much free stuff as possible. The OG badge, the VIP badge, these are free things that Kick gives to the creators to hand out to their community. People that are there every day, positive members of the community. It's, OGs, very important persons, VIPs. They're only very important if they support and give them 20 subs, I guess, which is $100. So you're very important if you give DSP a lot of money. He sells the free badges. He's selling the free highlighted messaging feature. It's like, what's next?
And by the way, thanks to 220, just like that, that's right, 50 subs today to go. If we get 50 more subs on Kick, you will get your text messages back in moral support. We're a third of the way there. So guys, we are a third of the way to our goal of subs for today. We already got 25, 50 to go, to unlock text messages for those who use moral support in the Kick Chat. We can hit that if people rally, not one person, but if every once in a while someone gives a few subs, we can hit that by the end of today. We got this stream and we got tonight's Friday Night Fight stream of Mortal Kombat. So let's rally and hit it.
This is so embarrassing. And I say that because it's not even just some one-off. I'm going to set this ridiculous goal. And if you guys happen to hit it, you know, I'll give it back to you. It's not like he mentions it once. It's turned into like the new replacement of let's hit the goal. You know, every stream he would always be like, come on guys, let's hit the goal. We're at $100. Let's get 50. This has basically replaced that. He's pushing it that hard. Multiple times a stream, and it gets more aggressive, so stay tuned because we're about at the end of the day stream, and it gets worse on the night stream. Alright, so we're on the night stream. The funny thing right off the bat here is somebody in Kick Chat says, did you see the moral support bombs? And it kind of pisses DSP off because if you don't really follow DSP, he hates when people redeem moral support because they're not redeeming real support. They're not giving him money. So as soon as he reads this, you can tell he's like, sure, whatever. And goes right into a spiel about giving him money to get messages on the moral support. It's hilarious.
Did I see the moral support bombs earlier? Sure. Now, here's the deal. This is the final stream for which people can contribute if they want to get text messages in the moral support messages on Kick. I updated the goal this morning and did everyone a solid. I lowered it from 109 subs still needed down to 75. Someone dropped 25 subs on the earlier Pokemon stream. There's only 50 subs to go tonight. If we get 50 subs on Kick tonight, you will have text messages in your moral support messages on Kick forever. But you must contribute to do it over on Kick. There you go. Could we get moral support in YouTube chat? No, but what we could do is get some subs over on Kick so we can get the moral support messages to have text. We need 50 subs on this stream tonight. Let's get it going right now. Let's get our first sub of the night over on Kick right now. Let's get it pop up. Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2,
So I'm going to include the Kick Chat at the bottom the best I can for the most part because they were doing basically the same thing all night. It was the Patrick Star thumbs down booing. A lot of people were kind of upset. I mean, for good reason. You're charging people a lot of money for a free feature. At one point, he had about 80 people in his Kick Chat while asking for 75 subs to unlock the messages, which is almost $5 per person in the chat. So almost every person in his chat would have had to give almost $5 to get this feature unlocked, which is a little ridiculous.
I agree. Kick Chat does matter. I completely agree with you. I wish that people would support more so they could earn more features for the Kick Chat, but, you know, I'm not even kidding. Earlier today, we had one person drop 25 subs and not another sub came in all day. There was a few kicks, and I appreciate those, but what do you think's going to happen? Greed is massively strong. Good evening, everyone. Philly here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 15th of December, 2025. A fun streaming day, albeit a little bit of a weird one. Allow me to explain why, because things did not go according to plan today for multiple reasons, so let's get into it. Originally, here was what we were supposed to do. Play Expedition 33 for about 3 hours. Then, we were supposed to do DSP Tries It Quiznos, which is actually the first time I was ever going to try Quiznos subs on DSP Tries It. However, nature didn't agree with us. Near where I live, apparently a small dam or levee burst because we've been getting lots of rain recently, like more than usual. And apparently the water actually caused this thing to explode. This means that our river level was way higher than it was supposed to, causing floods. I was okay because where I live, I'm elevated. I'm up at this top of this giant hill, so never would the flood ever affect me. It's all down in the valley. Well, sadly, my wife works down in the valley, and she was at work today and tried to get out, and she says every street was loaded with cars. All traffic was diverted because half the streets were closed. It was essentially a humongous nightmare today to drive around. So normally, Kat would get home around, say, like 2:30 p.m. It was past 3 p.m. She still wasn't home. So obviously, I knew something was wrong, and I told everyone on the stream, what we basically need to do is just kind of wait. I can't really play the game because at any moment she could call me, she could text me. I want to be sure she's okay. She ended up getting home after 3 o'clock and basically said, yeah, I was just taking side streets. I was trying to use GPS. The GPS didn't know streets were closed, so it was a nightmare trying to get home. It was really bad. So we ended up losing maybe a half an hour of gameplay. It really wasn't that bad, and we still did get 3 hours of Clair Obscur in today. The problem was, I couldn't do DSP Tries It because everything would ended up being closed down. Like we tried to order food and it was like, no, not available. There was no way to do it today. We're trying to follow the news on this to find out what's going on. Chances are, if this continues, we may not be able to do it tomorrow either. So it may not be till like Wednesday, Thursday that we get to do DSP Tries It this week, which isn't the end of the world, but I know I hate promising something and not being able to deliver on it, and I apologize to everyone. Obviously, this wasn't in the cards. We had no clue this was going to happen. So there was no DSP Tries It today, but there are 3 hours of Expedition 33 live on DSP Gaming for you to check out when you get a chance. There's another monkey wrench thrown into our plans. If you take a look at what the schedule was supposed to be for tomorrow, Tuesday, I wanted to do a level 1 podcast in the morning where basically I was going to unbox this special edition game that was supposed to arrive, and then I was going to do a stream of the game. Okay? We've been trying to do this for a week. I told you it was supposed to arrive the middle of last week, but it keeps getting pushed back and delayed. They said they were going to deliver that package by 9 p.m. tonight. It's now 10:30. So what I'm going to guess is that because all the roads were closed and all this thing was going on, they couldn't deliver it, or again, they're delaying it again. This means I cannot do this tomorrow, okay? I want to do this at some point this week, but I can't lock it in until I have it in my hands. So because of that, tomorrow we're changing the schedule, all right? Listen up. For Tuesday, the 16th of December, in the morning, there will not be a level 1 podcast, but instead, we're going to just do a little chill with Phil session, like a half an hour, and then more Arc Raiders. It'll be our big Arc Raider stream for the week. 3 hours of Arc Raiders drops. Maybe I'll actually try to go to different locations this time. Overall, today was great. Had a great time with both games. Great engagement, great support. Everything today was good. I don't have a single complaint, again, except for the extenuating circumstances, which I can't control. Sorry we didn't do DSP Tries It. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. Maybe it'll be Wednesday, Thursday. Let's play it by ear. Let's see what happens. Okay? Everyone, thank you so much for understanding. I hope that you enjoyed all the content today. I wish you the best. Have a good night. And I'll see you all in the morning for another full and fun day of gameplay here on DSP Gaming. Good night, everybody. Hey everyone, Phil here with an update, but sadly it's not a good one. So it's Wednesday, the 17th of December 2025, and I was supposed to have a full streaming day here today on DSP Gaming. My power went out overnight. We had a bad storm. It went out for about 2 hours, and when the power came back on, the internet was out, and my ISP is Comcast. Well, for the past 3 hours, I've been trying to get updates from Comcast on when the internet will be back, and they're not giving any. You go to the service outage map and either it says we're working on it or it actually crashes because so many people don't have internet that they keep trying to refresh it and the whole site goes down. I tried to sign up for text message updates and their service crashes and says does not work. Try again later. So I can't get any answers. The last time that Comcast's internet went out like this was earlier in the year, and it took them until around roughly 7 to 8 p.m. to get it back up and running. So I would assume it's probably going to be about the same this time. Now, I could be wrong, but at the same time, I can't just sit around and do nothing all day. I really don't have anything to do. In fact, it's funny, all these updates that I've done to my set and studio over the last couple of weeks, I've pretty much nailed down everything that I wanted to do. I rewired the whole set. Like, there's really nothing else to update here. So because of that, I don't really have anything to do to sit around with no internet. In fact, just to show you, some of my stuff, like my frame, doesn't even work right now because it connects to my network and needs to have like a proper connection, and it won't even work right now. So I'm kind of stuck with nothing to do. Number one, no, this is not a pregnancy announcement. I don't know who put that seed in everyone's mind. It's not correct at all. This is not that whatsoever. I talked to my wife, hey, what should we do? So maybe I could tweak my mic for a little bit, but for the most part, I think I'm just going to end up probably having a day off and going out and trying to do stuff around here, which, again, might be hit or miss because we had flooding and storms all week. There may be businesses closed. There may be roads shut down. I don't know. But I guess anything's better than just sitting around the house with no internet and nothing to do. So, sadly, that means all of today's streams are off. You know, I was going to do a podcast outlining my whole new setup, giving you a studio tour. I was going to talk about the new Fallout TV show, which I saw episode 1, which was great, and I wanted to give my commentary on that. We were going to do more Pokemon. We were going to do Power Wash Simulator 2 tonight. Can't do any of that until the internet's back. All right? So I'll try to stay on top of it and let you know if and when the internet comes back. I don't know how I'm even going to know because I couldn't sign up for the text message updates. I guess I could just try to keep checking the service map all day and see if it updates, but for the most part, I'm kind of on my own, and I'll probably be out for most of the day. Everyone, fingers crossed that Comcast gets on the ball here, gets the internet back up. I'd like to stream a late stream tonight, but likely it's not going to happen. Likely I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? I'll keep you updated when I can. Everyone, sorry about that, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. I didn't see you there. Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? Some things have happened that I think we need to discuss. It's interesting what happens when the king is not around, isn't it? Honestly, I don't know. I've been so busy, I have no idea what's been going on. But I'm back. So, fasten your seatbelts. Return your tray tables to their upright positions, because we're ready for takeoff. It's time for the Level 1 podcast. All right, everyone. Welcome to the show. The first show in over a freaking week. And that's like unprecedented around here, right? Like usually I'm here, if I'm going to have a couple days off, you know, it's not that big of a deal and we work it into the schedule. But as everyone knows, I'm sure, things didn't go that way this last week. All right. And to be quite frank with you, all right, this was no party. This was no, how can I say, vacation. As much as I wish that I could have come back today and said, hey, everyone, guess what? Great stuff. I finally took an amazing honeymoon or whatever. Sadly, that's not the case. As they say, sometimes things creep up on you. You know, kind of like out of nowhere, they sneak up on you and they, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you're at the mall and a weirdo, no-life detractor starts filming you with their camera, or like you're at the gas station just trying to like fill up your gas and some weirdo is like creeping around the pump trying to take a picture of you. Maybe you've never experienced that, but I have. And in this case, they creeped up so hard, I got bit in the butt. And I had to deal with some personal stuff this last week, all right? And as much as I would have loved to be here with all of you, because I would have, sometimes you just got to take time away, which is what I had to do. It wasn't planned, it wasn't scheduled, and I had absolutely no idea how long it was going to take. So it wasn't even like I could say something in the middle of the week and be like, okay, I'll be back by so-and-so or whatever. It wasn't like that at all. So because of that, it was up in the air. And I had people contacting me from all over the internet. I'll tell you that. Like people who are longtime fans, people who are actually detractors, people who I've had some association with, who I've worked with, reaching out and saying, hey, you know, I just hope everything's well or whatever. And I do appreciate that, but I want everyone to understand the reason that I really didn't respond to anyone is because I was in the thick of shit. And I had to deal with the shit when I was in it, you know? So, I'm out of the shit, at least for now. And I'm back. Today is Saturday, the 12th of July, 2025. This is the Level 1 podcast. We're back. And I am here for the foreseeable future. A full week of streams starting today, going through all the way Friday. Now, the thing is, all right, quite frankly, I don't know what to do this week. And you might say, well, what do you mean by that? I just don't know what to do. We ended, if you don't even remember, I don't blame you, it's over a week ago, with a marathon. My July 4th Independence Day marathon. And what a marathon it was. I feel like we should recap it just a little bit here because quite a lot went down. Number one, I drank a lot. Number two, you supported a lot. So thank you so much for that. Number three, I cleaned out this closet. Kind of. And what I mean by that is, even though we spent all day doing it, I only got about halfway. No exaggeration, about the halfway point here to the left, I didn't even touch. And that's a lot of the stuff that I wanted to get to, including older decorations and things that I might not even be using anymore with my new setup the way it is. You know, my classic games collection that might have even increased in value even more since the last time we looked at it 3+ years ago. We didn't get a chance to finish. And it's funny because people are like, how could this marathon be popular? This is going to be so boring. And once again, it ended up being the best marathon I did in about 4 months. No lie. We had more attendance, more engagement, more support, and everyone loved it. And I had every intention of having a 2-day weekend and coming back strong on Monday with normal streams. As you know, we're in the thick of many playthroughs. Now, in addition to that, we got to talk about something even more important than that, all right? We got to talk about the goals. We're at 52 out of 60 goals hit. Are you aware of this? That's right. We did so well during the marathon that we hit something like 6, 7 goals. And we hit the goal, so we ended up doing DSP Tries It, the Sonic Grillos Pickles menu. But also, we're 2 goals into the next reward. So we got to figure out what's the next reward. Because when we left, it was going to be Taco Bell. You know what? I think Taco Bell can give it a rest. Taco Bell's not very interesting, all right? Being honest with all of you, all right? Just not. It's not very interesting at all. I feel like Taco Bell is played out. They don't really have much new right now. However, I already know what we're going to be doing for the next episode. Are you ready for this? I hope you're ready for this. Prepare your butts. Ladies and gentlemen, for the next DSP Tries It, we are doing something brand new. If you're happy to see me back and you're ready for chill streaming fun, let's get some support. Let's get our first super chat. Let's get our first tip. Let's get our first membership, and let's get some subs over on Kick. What is going on? Let's get some support rolling in right now. Come on. Let's do some shout outs. And let's talk. Let's chill. Let's chat. Let's figure this out. All right? Because I don't know what I'm doing this week, quite frankly. I have no idea what we're doing. All right? Let's go. We got a bunch of thumbs down. Already people are complaining. I've been back for 12 minutes. 12 minutes, and people are already complaining on Kick. How about this? How about you kiss my fucking ass and stop being whiny bitches like you are and just sit back and shut the fuck up because you're on my stream, bitches. And I'm back, and I'm in large, and I'm in charge, and you can fucking deal with it. You can shut those thumbs down, and you can go like this, right up your fucking rectum. That's how much I care about you. All right. I'm going to be very clear with all of you. I've been busy. I have done absolutely nothing. I've been so busy with this crap that I've been dealing with that I walked in here last night. What time was it that I posted up? Like 8 p.m. That was the first time I've had a chance to do anything in this room since the marathon. Like, no exaggeration. I walked in, I was like, crap, okay, how do I do this now? I still had bins on the floor that I hadn't put in the closet. I still had shit that was like, not in the right spots because of the marathon. So, yeah, I wasn't sitting around. I didn't upgrade my crown. It's the exact same crown. Everything's the same. I've been busy with real life shit. Okay? It's good to be back home on stream, man. It is. It really is, because like I said, it's been a very, very stressful time for me. And, like I said, a lot of the times, coming here and just chilling with you guys, having a conversation, playing a fun game, it's a very relaxing. And guys, again, like I said right before I left, we're at $113 of support. That all came in before I started playing the game. So please, let's get support right now. Let's hit the goal. Then I don't have to mention it for the rest of the stream. I'm serious. If we hit the goal right now, I will not mention any contributions unless they come in. I won't ask for more for the rest of the stream. I'm serious. I'll just focus on Call of Duty. But we got to hit the goal right now. And I will hold to that. I will not bother you guys again. If we hit the goal right now, we're only, 37 away? Let's get $37 right now before we get started again. And then I will say we hit the goal. And then I won't bother you guys again. We'll just play until 4 p.m. I'm successful. You're not. Same momentum, same footsteps, fall. I give up. Fuck this game. It was, like I said, it was fun at first, but now it's fucking annoying, boring. Just slipping because they decided to code it so that you slip instead of actually having a reason to slip is really stupid. Dodging. Okay, avoid the river. Okay, that makes sense. I'll avoid the river. Platform across and don't fall off of the ledge or the bridge. Okay. The ground just makes you fall. I walk up for 2 hours because the ground makes you slip for no reason. Fuck that. Now he can't even take one step. I've already walked up here. I've already walked up there. I've literally walked in that exact spot and it worked. Why does it not fucking work now? This is awful. This is legit bad. And now I walk right over it with no problems. Look. And then he falls. I didn't do that. He did. You fuck this game. Yeah, I'm bored. It's okay, but that's just a game of torturing yourself for no good fucking reason. And the reason you fail is because the game decides, oh, it's now a slippery spot. But that's where I have to walk. So just walk endlessly till one time the game decides you can go out, walk up the whole way. Well, I did, but now I don't know which way to go. Okay, slide down. Well, now you got to try 17 times to climb the same thing you already got up because we decided to code it that way. Fuck you. All right, well, baby step sucks. I'm not going to lie. To be honest, I'm actually just getting all caught up with it because here's a funny part. I'll tell you guys this up front. Like, literally, like I said, I've been not paying any attention to anything on the internet, anything with the business, nothing. I've been busy with personal stuff. So I come back yesterday into this room and I'm trying to just like briefly get caught up. I've got a million messages. I got people telling me this happened, that happened. This person said this, that person said it. Did you know? People were trying to figure out if I was around because they were saying they saw that comments were getting moderated on DSP Gaming. Well, Phil is such a, you know, if he's really in having a bad time in life, why is he moderating his comments on the channel? I'm not. I have moderators who moderate. That's why they're called moderators, because they have moderation powers. So a few of them were in my comments this week and they were saying, yeah, they were really heinous stuff in there. So we're taking care of that for you while you're gone. That's much appreciated. They're like, but I haven't seen any of it. All I know is I'm hearing things through the grapevine about like what happened and stuff while I was gone. I'm like, well, I mean, it's no surprise that that kind of stuff would happen. But, you know, I don't really know the truth of any of it because I haven't watched a single video. I haven't read any posts. I'm coming back into this cold only via hearsay. Probably you guys today will inform me on this podcast of what's been going on since I've been gone because I don't know. Feel free to do so if you want me to get a laugh out of it or whatever, because I have no clue what's happening. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I got a $2 tip. Here's the first I've heard of any of this. Thoughts on Doody sending people to snap pictures of your porch and various packages. The man is 50. He's on vacation. And he spent the entire week obsessing over you while ignoring his family and saying, I believe that latter half, the first half is not true. No one was here snapping pictures of my porch. That did not happen. So don't believe everything you're told. This is just fucking nonsense. That never happened at all. But the second half I would believe. But here's the thing. I wasn't here. We have been talking about this for a while, have we not? That this entire vortex around me is just that. Around me and dependent upon me. And to what I'm being told and from what I'm understanding. All right? This week, because I was not here streaming and making content for them to steal, lie about, and regurgitate is toxic, they literally had nothing to do. And they were losing their fucking minds. Like they were completely stir crazy. They didn't know what to say, they had no original content. So they had to like really go out on a limb in order to try to find things to talk about. And essentially their viewership was monstrously down. Some of them actually gave up and stopped making content for the time being. Like they just had nothing to do because I was not here. And that's the point I've been making. That in a court of law is the evidence you need to prove that someone is a thief and breaking the law. Because you understand that if they actually had content of their own, then they would have kept making it. But they didn't. They waited for me to come back to start stealing again. So in a court of law, I now have an actual week on record where their views are recorded, their content uploads behaviors recorded. I have everything I need. I'm good.
Ready? Fight!
And to the person over there talking about a tweet, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't pay attention to all of the fake shit that people post about me on social media. So stop talking about it to me. Alright? It's just that simple. Stop talking to me about some corny tweets about me and all that shit. I don't give a fuck. Hey mod, somebody ban that fucking weirdo bringing up that Burt Reynolds out of the chat. Get him out of here, thank you.
It's go time.
Keep telling that broke ass if you want to play me in anything, it's gonna cost you $5 grand. You want to collab with me, Burt Reynolds? $5 grand, broke ass. And you ain't got it, so stop asking me.
Skills. I now wish
I
to
don't know why the
test
fuck that broke ass keep asking me to play in the games.
Be my
Nigga,
rival,
like
and
anything
let's
else.
do this!
Lame ass niggas that try to fuck a hooker for free. Pay for it, bitch. You're obsessed with me that bad. Pay the bag. Pull out negative your account 5K so you can fucking collab with me, you dumbass mustache having ass. Fuck out of here,
Round
man.
one.
You will never in life get a collab with me because you won't pay me. You the last time I dress your fucking corny ass. I don't even know why people keep bringing me up in the same sentence as a fucking straight up squeeze. I literally told this broke ass nigga plenty of times, stop asking for a fucking free collab, you broke ass nigga. That goes for anybody on the internet. Anybody begging me to come on their podcast and eat full dicks. If you don't got a bag for me, I'm not showing my presence. I'm not collabing my presence anymore ever again with nobody. If you're not some big giant content creator where I'm doing a stream or something like that, eat cocks. No, I'm not doing no pods, no collabs with none of you for the free. If it don't benefit my platform, I'm not doing it. Grown ass,
admirable effort.
our grown ass tweeting about me. Like, find purpose.
Round two.
When's the last time that worked out for 5 days straight? Stop talking about me, bro. Bro, if you're drunk and you're a man and you're thinking about me at 2:30 a.m., clearly the pussy you roll over to at night ain't hitting for you. You must be thinking about a black cock and booty. Last thing I'll be thinking about is nigga at night, or a period. Especially enough to tweet about it. Hurry the fuck up, bruh. Must have went on the internet, looked at my pics, just couldn't fathom how good I'm looking with the shiny skin, peanut butter complexion, hit no receding hairline, nothing pristine after all these years. Looking like somebody put him through a fucking Stargate and aged him 100 years. Bro, get the fuck off my dick, bro. You got 5 bands for me? We could talk. Other than that, stop talking about me. You Hawaiian shirt wearing squeegee. Get this, bro. Focus on that hairline, bro. How about this? Your next stream goal
Here we go.
should say turkey transplant hairline trip. So that
Okay, you're talking about why are you talking about my looks? Who cares about how I look? I can come out with a paper bag on my head. I can come out looking like Jabba the Hutt. Like, who cares about... dude, I'm a game streamer. You understand? I'm not in a modeling agency. I'm not trying to be in fucking the Barbie movie, right? Why are you so hung up on looks? I'm really at a loss. You realize you're a streamer too. Maybe that... Oh shit. Oh, maybe we touched upon... Maybe he doesn't realize he's a streamer. Does he think that he's like a movie star or something? I mean, does he... If it, you know...
weekend at Bernie's ass, get the fuck off my fucking dick. Me and you are of literally zero comparisons. You're a fucking squeegee.
Skills. I now wish to test it.
Okay, come on.
A peon to me. Now somebody cook that and send it to that fucking weirdo.
This is your fix.
Crazy how think they can still give me the new shit for free in 2025. I don't need none of you clout. Well, that person don't have no clout. I don't need nothing from nobody. Like I said before, I got my own shit going on. And to the people that keep begging me to play Burt Reynolds, how about you guys all piece up all these dick sucking ass trolls and everything like that? How about you broke ass, all the money you guys make from stealing my content, all you broke ass piece up for 5 bands and pay for your broke ass to play me in Street Fighter. Very simple. I requested fee, you broke that head, I do what you asked. Other than that, stop talking about it. I will never play that Street Fighter ever in life. If I'm not paid $5 grand, it's not happening. I could get $5 grand right now for gambling. You think I'm gonna play some lame ass for free? I could literally play slots on a different platform and make 5 bins. Why the fuck would I need to play some worthless ass that's beneath me that's a bum in life? Pay me $5 grand, I'll literally play you in any game you'd like. Cause I already got paid, so I wouldn't give a fuck about what outcome or anything, and I wouldn't be playing for real anyway. So, you got money for me, let me know. Have that pussy ass community, all these weirdo ass niggas go fund 5K. Somebody start up Burt Reynolds a GoFundMe so that you could get 5K for him to give to me. And I want to be paid up front too. I need the bag up front. Then we could do this little fake fucking iVersu and Street Fighter shit. Other than that, eat dick and realize that in life things cost that you want. I can't just go to the lot and be like, man, give me this car. Like, I've been really manifesting this shit. I want this shit. Just give it to me, bruh. Nope. Not the way life works. You want something in life, you must fucking pay for it. Fortnite squad. Fight. Shit, drop 100 for it. Motivate me, drop 100.
Yeah, people mention this match against me and LTG in Street Fighter 4 from ages ago. I literally don't remember it. I think what it was I was doing one of my online madness sets, and I was like playing a joke character. I don't remember it. Who was I using during the match? I don't know. But in Street Fighter 4, I only had a couple characters that I was really good with. So apparently, and again, I don't know who he was. It was just a random matchup. And people say he beat my ass. I believe you.
These motherfuckers talk shit 24/7.
Or Bison.
Because I'm not in the damn room and can't back it up. So I'm gonna 5-0 this dude real quick, and I'm gonna do a fucking I can't even talk right now because I'm just ready to beat this dude so bad. What is it? Exposing frauds exposed episodes. Typical idiot scrub. This is nothing but your typical online derp idiot talking shit and can't back it up.
Who's this? I don't know who's next. Who is this? Who did he pick?
Training stage.
Oh,
Bison,
God.
typical scrub character.
Another Relento
just
means
troll.
another match I'm gonna get effing bodied.
I'm just gonna troll right now.
Every fucking match with Relento, I get bodied now.
I don't even need to go 100%. I'm sick of these idiot scrubs talking.
It's the battle of the
Let's go. Put your money where your mouth is.
First hit.
Come on, you fucking scrub. Starts off the match with a scrub cycle pressure, praying that it fucking works. Typical dumb scrub. Fucking idiot. Come on, run.
I tried to fucking do a move!
This dude's an idiot. You fucking dumbass.
Wow.
Fucking talk. Play the fucking game. Easy fucking round one.
Crazy, you can link all those normals into each other into giant combos.
Fight is underway. What's next?
You can't even stop the pogo? I'm doing unsafe pogo mix-ups. Easy combo.
What the fuck? Put him blocked.
You're still gonna lose. Wake up with something. Doesn't know how to punish my roll. I could probably just keep doing that to this idiot. This is fucking free.
Oh my god, I couldn't block the cross.
That's fucking round 2. Easy.
Damn.
Let's get to the next fucking game with this idiot fucking scrub.
Ridiculous. I don't know. He has so many mix-ups and so many insane combos, apparently.
This guy was
All
talking
his
shit that looked like a pile of dog shit. You fucking turd, fat fuck.
The thing
Don't
is, you can
ever
tell he's a
say you
gimmick
can beat me in a
character.
5-0.
Once I know
You got
how to
one
beat those
round.
crossover gimmicks,
Period.
it won't
That's
be
all
effective
you got,
anymore.
you
The problem is
fucking
right
scrub.
now, it's
That's
incredibly
it.
effective.
What a waste of my
I don't know how to
fucking
beat
time.
them. Damn it. It wasn't like it was a meaningful match or anything. It was just one of a zillion matches that I probably did that day. And I'm sure that I complained about the lag and everything. You know, the usual stuff. What people don't seem to remember is that back then I didn't care about winning or losing. It was just about basically making a video for the sake of making a video and getting a laugh out of the audience. Like the Street Fighter series back then were not serious at all. I would always pick like characters, joke characters. I didn't know what I was doing and I would fuck around. Remember Dan Madness? And the sad fact was I would literally beat up most people too. Every once in a while I would actually run into someone who knew how to play the game and then they would beat me. But for the most part, I would get a majority of wins because people just didn't know how the fuck to play Street Fighter. And I was able to just farm wins with like joke characters back then. And that's what those series were about. It wasn't like, oh, here's a super serious set of gameplay that I'm trying, you know. I must win every match today. No, I wasn't. Half the time I wasn't even trying. I was just talking shit for entertainment value. Dark Chaos, I've already said, the only way that I would play LTG is if it's a match based on who wins, and whoever wins gets this prize pool that LTG is demanding. I absolutely refuse to play him if he gets a paycheck for it. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve $1. I'm not going to give him $1 of profits. He needs to earn whatever he's going to make via beating me in Street Fighter. Or else there's no competition, in which case there's no point in us playing. Who cares? Because you know what's going to happen? He's going to throw the match. He's going to take a paycheck, throw the match, not care, walk away and be like, haha, I'm the winner. I took the money. So what's the fun in that? No one's going to care. Right? No one will give two shits. It'll be the most boring event ever. He needs to take it seriously and understand that I'm going to destroy him in a legit match, which is probably why he makes every excuse in the book to not play me. Now so he's moved on from the $5,000 and now he says, I need to work out. I need to do bench presses and stuff. Boy, could you run further? Could you run faster and further? I don't think so. I think he's actually like, he's racing Usain Bolt right now away from me in a match. Like, I've never seen anyone so cowardly. Every possible excuse on the planet to not play me. What if he won't play you unless he gets paid? Then we're never playing each other. I'm not paying that man $1. He doesn't deserve it. He deserves nothing. He literally deserves nothing in life at all. So he's not getting a payday out of me. That's for sure. Why do I care about playing LTG so much? I don't. But he's talked so much shit about me over the years and I didn't even know who he was at all. Like I had no clue who the guy was. And then when I finally looked into it, I'm like, are you kidding me? This fucking guy, this fucking clown, lolcow on the internet is going to just talk shit about me endlessly. And then and not just like, oh, Phil sucks at games. It's always personal shit about my looks and I'm broke and this shit that he's blatantly wrong on. Right? Like stuff that he doesn't know anything about. It's his shtick is to just make shit up and act like he's above everyone else. This narcissistic, crazy personality. He's just nuts. Like I said a couple years ago, he's the Black Johnny Bravo. He literally is so up his own ass. He believes he's like this Adonis of existence on this earth. But in reality, he's just a clown that everyone makes fun of on a daily basis. Like for me, do I sit here and say, I'm the best gamer on the planet. I'm the most handsome guy. I'm the richest. No, I don't, because I don't have those misconceptions. I know that I'm just a normal dude who plays games and has fun. I know that I'm not a great looking guy. I don't aspire to be anything better than I am. I'm a realist. Like I said, I'm aging gracefully. I'm not hiding my age like he does. He is just crazy, like over the top nuts with complex after complex. Thinks he's actually so important. He says things like, I'm not going to come down from my pedestal. Your pedestal? Your pedestal? That must be the world's shortest pedestal because literally everyone else is above him. Even me. I'm above. Everyone is above this guy. Like the best way to describe LTG, he is the lolcow's lolcow. Even if you're a lolcow and you're feeling down on yourself, you can go watch LTG and you could still have a good laugh. He's like, well, I know I'm better than him, so that's pretty funny. You know? I said, LTG, what does that stand for? Low tier Gary Coleman. Because he says I'm Burt Reynolds. Well, you're Gary Coleman then, bro. You're way worse than me, than anything I've ever been or ever will be. I've already answered that question about LTG. I said, the only way that I'm going to play against LTG is if there's stakes involved, meaning he earns a prize pot if he beats me. He does not get anything if he doesn't beat me. That's the point. That's why I want to play him, to crush him and show that I'm better than him at Street Fighter, period. But every time that it gets brought up, it turns into, how much can you lift? What's with your hairline? Wait, but what are you talking about? The point I made was Street Fighter. I said, Street Fighter. I challenge you to Street Fighter. I'm better than you at Street Fighter. Let's play Street Fighter. And then he says, oh, but you got to get your sexy going. You look like Burt Reynolds and this and that. Like, what are you talking about? No. We're talking about Street Fighter. Do you not understand that there's a topic that I brought up? And that's what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in any of your other weirdo, pseudo-gay fascination shit that you have. Whatever that complex is that you have, that's your complex. You got to deal with that on your own. I'm not involved in that. I'm challenging you to Street Fighter. And if you beat me, you earn whatever this prize pot is that you want, or you lose, and then you can't ever fucking talk shit about me again because you're a bitch, which is what you are now. But he won't be a man and step up and just address the topic. It's literally the most redirect ever. That's all he can do, because he knows he can never beat me in Street Fighter. I heard him say, oh, forget Super Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but I'll beat him in Street Fighter 3 Up. No, I would beat him in a Street Fighter 3, Third Strike. I would beat him in Capcom vs. SNK 2. I would beat him in any versus game, literally any one. I would defeat him in, okay? No lie. Any of those class, anything from X-Men vs. Street Fighter all the way through Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I would beat him, okay? Modern games, I would have to play them, because the thing is, I don't play the modern games. Like Street Fighter 4, I never really played competitively. I don't even know how I would learn it because there's not an active community. Street Fighter 5, I will never learn. I hate the game. Street Fighter 6, if that's the game that was chosen, or one of the games that was chosen, I would actively practice it, and I would beat him because I'd be better than him. I was better than him when I was actively playing it, but I stopped actively playing it because I don't like it. But I would still be better than him, and I would beat him at that too. So, Third Strike, CVS 2, literally any of the classic versus games, and Street Fighter 6, I am better than this guy at and will beat him. Hands down, 100% guarantee I would just wipe the floor with this fucking guy. Okay? 100%. But that's the discussion that I'm having. His discussion is, well, how much can you bench press? What are you talking about? We're talking about Street Fighter. It's almost like his brain purposefully, when he's scared, deflects and goes somewhere else. So when someone presents him with something he can't handle, he immediately deflects. Someone said to him on his stream, did you ever take MMA classes or any kind of like Kung Fu self-defense classes? And he's like, don't ever ask me that question again. Deflect, immediate. Deflect, can't even answer it. Just boom, off to something else because he can't handle it when there's a negative answer. So he knows he can't beat me in Street Fighter at all. So he deflects to, how much do you lift? Like, what are you talking about? How, you don't look good. What are you talking about? What does that have to do with Street Fighter? Just think of it this way. So what he's saying to me is, in order to be good at Street Fighter, you have to be like a roided dude who's good looking or something. Like, what are you talking about? So you're telling me none of the good Street Fighter players are good because they don't lift? Mena just won Evo. How much does he bench press? If he doesn't bench press 315, I guess he's a scrub, right? There's actually women who are great Street Fighter players right now. Do they bench press 315? Do they squat 315? Are they not allowed to be good at Street Fighter? They don't get respect? What are you talking? Like, his brain is so snapped. There's no logical thought to it. It's just like this weird, bizarre, place. It's some alternate dimension that he goes to. He just won't ever address the fact that I'm better than him at Street Fighter. He can't handle it. What has he ever done in Street Fighter? Anything. Has he ever placed anywhere? Even if you can argue, oh, well, Phil, the only time you ever placed was Evo and it was PS1. Super Turbo, or you won Evo East and Evo and other Evo qualifiers, but it doesn't matter, right? But I won. There's a track record of me winning tournaments. What did he ever do? Nothing. Scrubbed out. He hasn't been good at anything, ever. Ever. Name one thing he's been good at. Being a lolcow, I guess, right? Like I said the other day, he's the lolcow's lolcow. When lolcows are down and out on their luck and they want to feel good, they go turn on an LTG stream. You know, that's what you do, and you laugh about how stupid this guy is. Anyway, so you asked, there's the answer. Like I said, the only way that I'm going to play this guy is if he actually has to beat me to earn something. No, I refuse to play him if it means he gets a payday just for playing. Because like I said, the point of me playing him is that I beat him and it's legit and it shows that I'm better than him, which was the whole point of the challenge. If he gets a bag of money to play me and he just throws the match and runs away, then there was no point to doing the match. He made money and I got nothing out of it. What's the point? The internet doesn't want to see that either. Do you want to see him make money, throw a match, and then run away? What's the point of that? Well, none of us get any enjoyment out of that at all. You want to see us actually going crazy fighting each other and seeing who's legit better, whether it's me spanking him or him spanking me. Either way, you guys would get entertainment out of that, right? If it's just me spank him and he says, well, I threw the match, what's the fucking enjoyment of that? It has to be he has to play hard to earn something he's never done in his life. What has he ever done hard to earn? I had to grind how many years, right, to solidify myself to the point where now I'm kind of bulletproof and I can do whatever I want. It doesn't really matter, right? But I had to grind for that. That wasn't like something I just earned, or excuse me, something I was just handed to. I earned it. He just wants everything handed to him. Oh, just give me the money. And for a collab, it's not a collab. I don't want to collab with you, right? I want nothing to do with that. I want to challenge you to a match, and if you win money. Here's also the truth. What does he have to lose? If people are willing to raise this money, okay, and he's not investing, it's not, oh, he has to pay money to do it, right? It's he wins money if he beats me, or he gets nothing if he loses. So what does he actually have to lose? Nothing. He doesn't have to invest in it or anything, right? So what's his problem? His problem is he knows he can't win. So he wants an excuse to lose, but he wants a payday too. Archmage says, did you hear that LTG spent an hour obsessing over your physique? Yes, I mean, that's what homosexuals do. They obsess over the physical looks of the same gender. So.
DSP would still not get dicked by Dale in 2025.
Power on the controller. Wait, I lost my item again. I don't understand how I'm losing my item constantly. Now this guy has 3 fucking shells right next to me. Come on. Now I get flattened. Gee, combo. What the fuck do you want me to do?
Mario Kart World!
Grand Prix, Knockout Tour, Time Trials, Racer Battle. Grand Prix, because we're going to try to unlock all the courses. This is launch day, and this is what I'm calling Rainbow Road Rush. My idea is, can I unlock the Rainbow Road in one sitting on launch day? I mean, that means I'm going to have to play through all the courses. So we're going to see how it goes today. Okay? Whoa, I'm getting hit by multiple items. What am I supposed to do? Nice! Yo, the blue shell. How am I in second? Someone used a shortcut. So if you do 150cc, the computer knows all the shortcuts. I don't know the shortcuts yet. So that's kind of unfair because I don't know what the shortcuts are. Yeah, so 150cc, they know all the shortcuts. I lost to Luigi because he had a shortcut I don't know about. Yeah, it's not easy CPU, you idiot. I'm on the hardest difficulty. What a bunch of fucking dunces already. I'm on the hardest difficulty. All right, Donkey Kong time. Ah, crap, look what happened. I got stuck in the dirt. That sucks. Now, wait a minute. I just hit him with a red shell, and he moved forward fast out of the red shell hit. That made no sense at all. I'm not... Wait! I wasn't in first! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! I got hit with a blue shell, and I was in third. How am I supposed to come back now? The game blatantly cheated. Blue shell hits first. Why did blue shell hit me? I was in third. The game literally just cheated. What the hell was that? I'm not... Wait! No, I wasn't in first. I was in third. Complete bullshit. Don't make an excuse. The game literally just fucking cheated. I was in third place and blue shell put me to sixth. That's complete cheating bullshit. Yeah, and again, it's just what I'm telling you about 150cc. The game will cheat on the hardest difficulty. I was doing fine. I was going to come back. You hit me with a blue shell when I'm in third. Complete bullshit. Wow, that pisses me off. I'm actually legit pissed. That was complete fucking nonsense. The game just keeps cheating over and over. Wow. Tell me how the Goomba was faster than Donkey Kong, who has the fastest maximum speed. The Goomba was driving better than me, faster than me, right next to me. What are you talking about? I tried to get rid of Blooper. Can't see. Now Blue Shell's gonna hit me. Oh, there's a Monty Mole came out of nowhere. This sucks. I'm losing all my speed. What can I do? I don't know the stage and I can't see. Yes, my own shell randomly hit me. And then I got hit into a jet and there was no way to avoid it. Right. Fuck this cheating game. Complete blatant cheating. I'm not. There's no way I'm going to win that because they cheated so much before. Yep, I got third. Well, if the game didn't hit me with a blue shell when I was in third place, and then hit me with a blue shell when I was blatantly in first, there was no way to avoid it, I would have actually won. So the two races they cheated me, I would have won. Now, I thought you guys wanted to see me try to do this when I was buzzed or drunk. I guess not. There's been no support really coming in. Just a few super chats here and there, but nothing else. No subs. No significant contributions in ages. What's hilarious is people were complaining earlier when I was doing the unboxing, saying it was boring. I got more contribution during that than since I've played. As I've been playing, I'm getting nothing. So maybe I should just turn the game off. Maybe if I turn the game off, things will improve. It seems like that's the case, huh? So guys, I gotta get a coffee. Reason being, after dinner, I always eat a coffee. Now, there's been marathons where I haven't had a coffee because you had me drinking, but literally no one's contributing to this marathon at all. So I have zero buzz right now, zero. So I have to go get a coffee in order to continue to play and finish. All right. But I don't know what's going on today, quite frankly. Everyone said they wanted the new game. On the new console, I get the new console and the new game. And we've had basically incredibly slow support for a marathon. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what to say. That's why I'm not even really talking about it, because I'm starting to get upset. So I'm just gonna fucking play the game. Seriously. Why is there gonna be an influx of new viewers? Asmongold is restreaming me? Why? Why are you restreaming me and shitting on me? Of all people. Whatever. Enjoy.
Okay, this dude is a menace to reality? Dude.
Then I get hit anyway. What the hell?
I've seen so many of these. Oh, it gets better. It gets better. Give me a minute. Let me pull it up. Pure content? No. I saw 5 of these or 6 of these, and I was going to watch them. Let me go back and make sure that I have all of them lined up, okay? Yeah, I do. Okay, all right, here we go.
Oh no!
Oh!
I blew it. I had it. I blew it. Last second.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Rainbow Road. There it is.
No way. No way. Go, 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 go.
He's first place. He's going to win.
Shell on me. No.
He's gonna...
I won anyway. I won anyway.
Jesus.
Oh my God. They hit me with a blue shell to screw me at the end, and I still won.
Wow, what a champion. Wow,
the
played
ultimate,
it. Wow.
Ultimate Rainbow Road victory.
There it is, boys.
Me? Ultimate clause, yes. Yes.
That's huge. Guys.
Wow.
The God.
Wow, that
the
is
literal
so epic.
God. This was against the bots.
Oh my God.
It was like the bot round at the beginning, you know?
That was so epic. Oh my God. That couldn't have been written any better. Oh, man.
Now do you know why Marvel Rivals makes you play against AI? Does it make more sense now?
Woo!
Man.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow.
Okay. What's he doing?
I'm not. Wait. I wasn't in first. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
What?
I got hit with a blue shell and I was in third.
He was in first? Yeah. No, you were.
I wasn't in first.
You were afraid. It literally says it.
Whoa. Whoa.
It just says it.
I got hit with a blue shell and I was in third.
Yeah, he was.
How am I supposed to come back now? The game blatantly cheated. Blue shell hits first. Why did blue shell hit me? I was in third. The game literally just cheated. What the hell was that? No, I wasn't in first. I was in third. Complete bullshit. Don't make an excuse. The game literally just fucking cheated. I was
the game cheating.
And blue shell put
That's right. Yeah.
Right. Look, what did I do wrong?
It was his own shell.
Right.
It was his own...
What did I do wrong?
It's his own shell. Oh no. Okay.
Right.
Okay. There's another one. This is so good. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What's going on? What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What just happened? The game put me in the wrong direction? The game put me in the wrong direction.
What is this?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, God.
I think there's a problem with that.
Don't you have Google Maps on this game?
Why did the game put me in the wrong fucking direction?
With the game, dude.
And now it stole my item.
Oh, God. 15 foot. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see if there's any more of these. Yeah, bad game. This game is unfair. What the fuck? And, where is it? Where is it? No, it's not this one. There's gotta be another one, right? Fuck, I think that might be all of them. I'm so disappointed. I thought there were more. Well, the odds are, give it a day or so and there's gonna be more. Oh my fucking God. The game doesn't explain what you're doing. They need to patch it for sure. Yeah, I guess so. That was good, man. It was. And, wow. And, more of this? Yeah, it's so fucking funny to me. I love it. And, it worked. It worked, though. Even you're watching them. You're right. It did work.
Whoa, buddy!
Recall. You're fucking squatting on camera for money, you dumb shit. You fucking slut. I don't know if it's true or not because I wasn't there. I didn't look at chat logs. I didn't watch stream archives. I also don't care to. I don't care about a fucking ethot on Kick who's fucking doing squats for money. Okay, I don't. Glad you think I look good today. That's very nice of you. Hold on. What do you think about my socks? You like my socks today? Are they exciting too? Take a look at this sock. I'm gonna show you. Look at it. Look at this sock. Amazing. Look at the design. I have a lot of flexibility. Yes, I do. Zach just did a $10 super chat. He says, Phil, I'm loving the foot cam. We consider doing a donation goal to take off her socks and put on fun socks. Would love to see those footsies during a heated Street Fighter 6 session. Perhaps if you contribute tonight, all right, I will go widescreen and I will change my socks for you. I don't give a shit. I don't care if she talks shit about me, because apparently I'm being told she did. That people made fun of me. Say, oh, did you know that there's an e-beggar named Darkseid Phil? Oh, so embarrassed. He's in his 40s and he e-begs. You're fucking squatting on camera for money, you dumb shit. You fucking slut. The fuck are you talking about?
Team squats coming up. Thank you guys so much. Here we go. I'm me up, baby.
Anyway, so we got a lot to talk about, all right? But the first thing we need to address is the elephant in the room. Iron Chef Sakai is back in Kick Chat today. After 2 days of me having to put up with bullshit, with everyone yelling and telling me that he had left and that he went to someone else's stream and he was throwing some ethot a whole bunch of money. So, Iron Chef Sakai, why don't you tell us all about your adventures in the last 24, 28 hours? Really?
Yes, squat time, yes. Hey! Hell yeah!
Iron Chef Sakai Ariel gifted the last Frogwa subscription.
Damn! 5 gifted? Shit!
Because I had to put up with so much bullshit in the last 24 to 48 hours because of this. I'd like to hear exactly what's going on. He says, are you serious? Well, let's see. You apparently went over to someone else's stream and threw him a bunch of money, which I don't care about. But what I'm being told is that you kept talking about me in a negative way. You kept linking negative videos about me, like the tractor videos. So, of course, my detractors made a fucking field day out of it. And so in this case here, we've got Iron Chef Sakai, who apparently is going off and doing things the last 24, 48 hours, okay? I don't know if it's true or not, because I wasn't there. I didn't look at chat logs. I didn't watch stream archives. I also don't care to. I don't care about a fucking ethot on Kick who's fucking doing squats for money. Okay, I don't give a shit. I don't care if she talks shit about me, because apparently I'm being told she did. That people made fun of me. Say, oh, did you know that there's an e-beggar named Darkseid Phil? Oh, so embarrassed. He's in his 40s and he e-begs. You're fucking squatting on camera for money, you dumb shit. You fucking slut. The fuck are you talking about?
That's gay.
You understand? You're squatting on camera for money. But anyway, you know, I'm supposed to be the villain in this situation, right? But anyway, so in regards to all of this, I don't give a shit about any of it. I really, really don't. So I'm not going to take any action today because I don't think it's my job to do that. All right? But to be honest, at the same time, it is fucking annoying as shit. And I don't want to sit here having to try to manage my chat with a bunch of people acting like fucking, like I said, sissy gossip girls. It pisses me off. I got better things to fucking do than waste my time on all this bullshit. Okay, I really do. So at some point, I got to lay down the law, right? So I'm just being honest here. Please be conscious of what you're doing, especially if you're someone who has the eye of my detractors and other people stalking you constantly. You've got to be conscious that what you're doing is going to be analyzed and you're going to freaking be putting this shit all over the internet, all right? And people are going to be talking about it.
See that you'll fit. I think you'll fit. Like, come on. You got this. You're fitting. You're fitting, bro. You're fitting. To get my legs
out. Hold on.
You're fitting, Phil.
Oh, shit. I kicked the piece. Fuck.
You got this, bro. You got this, bro.
I'm trying to fit.
You got this. You just gotta extend your legs and arms, man.
I'm trying. I can't
You
get my
can
legs up.
do it,
Oh, there we go.
Phil.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. I could fit. Right? Like, Kick is known for certain kinds of content.
Let me
you know?
let me just put it to you this way. Do you think that Iron Chef Sakai is your slave?
My slave? No, of course not.
Yeah, or do you think he's like your prostitute working a corner for you, or
Not at all. I actually don't even know what his deal
like
is
are
because
you the pimp, or like because it seems to me, and you can deny this and cope all that you want, but it seems to me you're pretty seething and salty that Iron Chef Sakai is giving you what you perceive as your money to this woman.
not at all. I could care less. In fact, with Iron Chef Sakai, it was kind of a weird thing. This was not like a guy who I knew of who had been watching my content for like a long time and supporting. He kind of like showed up out of nowhere one day last year and just started supporting like big. And then he would disappear for like a long time. And then he would come back like 3 months later and drop another big contribution. I was like, okay, maybe he's one of those people who only watches occasionally. And then all of a sudden back in the fall, he started dropping a lot on streams. I was like, whoa. And it got to the point where he was like, well, you know, I'm on all your streams. I'm contributing a lot. Could I be a mod? And I was like, hey, I guess he's never shown me any reason not, you know, to make him a mod. He's on a lot of my streams. So, you know, I moderated him and everything. And then all of a sudden in December, I noticed his attitude toward me started to change. Like he started to say a lot of snide remarks, a lot of insults, almost like underhanded insults in the chat. And I let it slide. I'm like, whatever, it's not a big deal. And then this one day he just went nuts. Like he was like outright insulting me constantly during this one stream.
Right.
And I called him out for it publicly. I'm like, dude, you're like killing the vibe of the stream. Everyone's noticing that you're acting like this now. And he really just had nothing much to say besides that he just didn't like my content anymore. And I was like, then how could you be a moderator? Right? So I demodded him. Then he went nuts. He did his whole ranting, raving stream about how he hates me and all I care about is money and all this stuff. And so,
true.
Of course, everyone knows that. So then after that, he was gone for a long time. Like he was gone for about a month, I would say, maybe. And then all of a sudden one day he comes back. Now he had been banned in Kick.
I just gotta say, Phil, like, let's get to the heart of this matter. What is this? What's going on with this Lex girl? You called her a slut.
Okay.
Now you're saying you're not upset, but you called her a slut. Go ahead.
So I don't know anything about this woman at all. I've literally.
Then why did you call her a slut?
Okay, I'll tell. Let me tell you because this is what happened. I don't know who she is. I don't really know her content. I've never watched her. I've never heard her. None of it.
Shit, bro.
None.
You're full of shit.
I literally have. In fact, I've never said her name.
Then
Not
why
once.
call her a slut?
So Iron Chef Sakai goes over there and starts watching her, and then he comes into my chat and he's telling everyone in my chat, "Hey, everyone, here's what she's doing. You should go check her out." And I was like, "Dude, that's obviously against the rules. You can't be advertising someone else's content."
Well, why not?
In a competing stream because it's a business.
See, so you are upset. You are upset she took your money because
not the money.
The viewership then.
That's right. Let me put it this way.
Seething about the viewership or the money because you're saying it doesn't matter, but you can't advertise a streamer in your chat, so it does matter.
There is no advertisement of anyone in my chat because it's always been the rule. That's like the equivalent of walking into a Subway with coupons handing out for, you know, Papa John or, what's that one? Jimmy John's,
well,
right?
The fact that Iron Chef Sakai was sprinkling untold thousands of dollars on this woman's head had nothing to do with you calling her a slut.
No, not at all.
You've not seen any of her content.
Nope.
You don't know anything about her, but you just chose to call her a slut for no reason.
All I know about her is what he said in the chat that night. That's what I know about her.
So what did he say that led you to call her a slut?
He said that on stream, her content is that she basically does aerobics on camera in a very provocative way to get people to throw her money.
So you're calling her a slut. Are you aware that you show your feet in underwear for money, Phil?
Of course. Oh, frequently, right? No, I don't. That's not my gimmick, and you know that.
But she doesn't show her feet. She doesn't show her underwear. And you do. I'm just saying, you called her a slut. And I think it's pretty obvious you're upset that Iron Chef Sakai was giving her money. And it's okay if you were upset about it, Phil.
I legitimately was not upset about that at all. I didn't care. I cared that he was derailing my stream and advertising someone else's stream on mine. That has always been against the rules. And he knows that, by the way.
All right, let's just move on from that point. You then said that she's not a lesbian. You said that she's bi, or you said what? What did you say exactly, Phil?
She said she's not gay, she's bi. Yeah, that's because she wants money from simps, from dumb simps. Of course. Of course. Of course. Anyway, enough of this bullshit. So guys, let's get some support going.
You said that she's a lesbian, but she says that she's bi.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what you're participating in, Phil, is what's called bi-erasure. And, you know, I'm just surprised because you have in your title screen at the slideshow at the beginning that you're an LGBTQ ally. And yet, here you are erasing this woman's identity, telling her that you know what her identity is better than her, but you're not upset about Iron Chef Sakai giving her the money.
Okay. So follow me on this, all right? You're a streamer. You know that there's people out there that are weak-minded simps and will throw you money if you make semi-sexualized content. It's not all the way, but you know, hey, I work out or whatever, and people throw me money when I do it, right?
It just seems like it's easy for the criticisms from you to flow to her, but if anybody criticizes you, you have a real problem, right?
Everyone criticizes me every moment of every day. I don't give a shit.
But you know, that's a lie, Phil. Come on. Come on. You see the best. Listen, you get upset when people speculate about your love life and your partner, and yet here you are talking about this woman who apparently you have no idea about, nothing about her streaming career, nothing about her life. And here you are saying she's not actually bisexual, she's a lesbian, and she's exploiting her audience for money and this and that, and she's doing this. Like, do you not see that as hypocritical in any way, Phil?
Hypocritical? No, absolutely not. It's this simple.
No.
Iron Chef Sakai is a simp, and whoever this woman is a simp herder. This is her content. This is what she does, and that's fine. I just don't need to hear about it in my content, and I certainly don't need my streams derailed by this behavior. So Iron Chef Sakai got his ass kicked out of my streams. He's never coming back. I don't care how much more he begs, how much more he grovels, how much he offers to give me. I don't need his money. I don't need his time. I don't need simps trying to fucking derail my shit. I'm far above that shit.
Right. Can you just admit that you were upset about losing out on the money? And
I'm not. I am literally not in one piece upset about that.
So it has nothing to do with the money. So is it that she's a woman?
No.
You know,
I don't like predatory content. I don't like predatory content. I never have. I feel like there's a level of content out there that's very exploitative, that takes advantage of certain people, okay? And a lot of people will say that about me, and you might say, well, is this contradictory for yourself? My content, you know what you're going to get when you come on my stream. There's no misrepresentations of anything. You know that we're not going to be close personal friends or anything better than that. But you know that if you support my content will continue. So if you like me and my content and you want to see it continue and you want to support improvement, support my content.
Of course, most of the time, the things I'm saying aren't meant to be taken literally. But I genuinely think, Phil, that if you don't make some real changes real soon and get passionate about what you're doing for your job and excited about it again, you're going to be in a really, really bad spot, bro. And, you know, you are considered one of the treasures of the internet. And we don't want to, you know, some people want to see you in a really bad place and they want to see you homeless and they want to see you die. And, you know, sometimes I understand why, but I don't want that for you. Even though I understand sometimes why they hate you so much, because sometimes you just do shit that's so I don't want to see you die, Phil. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win. I want to see you prosperous. I want to see the whole community, the whole vortex excited and having fun. And that's what I want. So that's why I decided to go off a little bit more tonight.
It's all good. It's totally all good.
Brown ones or the mustard yellow ones?
I'm wearing the mustard yellow one.
All right. Take down those drawers. Let's see the full shebang. Come on. Let's see a little bit of the outline for Brian Dunn, Phil. Show Bri your outline.
Well,
buddy.
if Brian Dunn were to drop maybe around, I don't know, 50 subs, maybe I would,
Brian!
That's gay.
Ralph.
The
and then we have
DSP
Ralph.
segment. Then we have Ralph afterwards. And for those of you guys who don't normally like Phil, you're going to want to stick around. This is actually a King No Phil segment.
Very funny stuff. Let's continue.
All right. So here we have Phil felted by Wings. So we're going to first start off. Earlier this week, Phil had this seething segment about Wings of Redemption. To remind everybody, DSP got the Asmongold bump. He was originally supposed to do a stream with Wings of Redemption on that day, but then just threw Wings in the trash for Asmongold, right? Then a couple weeks later, when Asmongold ghosted him and he had nothing else, he then was forced to come crawling back to Wings and ask Wings to come on. But at that point, Wings wasn't interested in coming on because Phil had thrown him in the trash for his new hot buddy, Asmongold. And by the way, Phil talked down to Wings and gave him this big lecture during the first stream, and it was also super boring. It's like, do you really think Phil, do you really think that Wings wants to get lectured by you and have you LARP and pretend to be his father and his Dr. Phil advisor and psychiatrist? Probably not, bro. But Phil can't take a hint when somebody stops responding to his DMs. So let's hear this part first, and then it'll lead us into the desperation of Phil going into Wings chat and begging on his knees for Wings to respond to him.
Now remember, everyone, welcome home.
Welcome home. Phil.
Welcome home, Phil.
Can't even get Wings now. He's in a worse position than before Asmongold. Before Asmongold, Wings would go on Phil's show. Afterwards, Wings is like, this guy, he's beneath me. Wouldn't even spit on him.
That's fucking crazy. All right, here we go.
Cool. All right. So there you have it. If you like my content, please support it in some way.
Oh my God. Welcome home.
Oh, here we go. Welcome home, Phil. Welcome home.
Videos, leaving comments, engagement, word of mouth, that helps. Supporting via a live stream. Again, with a super chat or a membership, kicks, a sub, a tip. That helps. You can tip even if you're watching on demand.
Sub, anything, please, God, help me.
Yeah, you can leave a super thanks on a video. That helps. All right? That lets me be the guy.
Leave a super thanks. Who does anyone do that? That was such a flop, this super thanks comment shit.
It never worked out.
It did flop.
No.
Yeah.
It's an option.
It's an option. There you go.
Want to be. And I have to sit here and say, let's hit the goal so we can do this and we hit this many goals. And
all we need is goblins taking control, isn't it?
Yes. He's fighting himself.
He's like, I don't want to have to ask for the goal, guys. As he asks for the goal. Like, it's twisted. It really is.
More bucks to hit the goal. You know how happy I've been to not have to have a goal for 2 weeks now?
This is crazy. He looks so sad. I'm happy. You know how happy I am? Yeah, you look real happy, Phil. You look like a sad puppy dog begging for scraps.
Minutes later.
I'm just not going to do that, right? Now, there are idiotic trolls in my chat saying, why are you talking about this publicly? This is private stuff. He talked about it on his own stream. And this is the point I'm making about him.
It's called, you're amplifying it. You're signal boosting that he's off his meds and all of this embarrassing stuff about him that we don't need to hear about. And I wouldn't have known any of this had Phil not said it. So that's just proof positive that he is signal boosting it and he's a fucking scumbag. But if you look in his eyes, he's actually just detached from reality. Like he's a lunatic. He's a psych ward patient. Look at him. He looks fucked, man.
Overshares way too much. I said that to him on the appearance in October. I said, dude, you have this tendency to get baited
you're his
by your trolls.
Phil, every single day of your life, you get baited by your trolls and go on unhinged rants about them. Every single day. I'm there and I see it, Phil. Okay? Stop.
Are your friends and they're not. Even
this gets better, folks.
Some of your moderators are trolls.
Your moderators are trolls, Phil. Do you really think that Dunsfelter, with a name like Dunsfelter, is actually your friend? Do you really think that Iron Chef Sakai was your friend? Okay, So Phil shows up in Jordy's chat, drunk out of his mind, at 2 a.m. his time, 5 a.m. Wings time, and goes, is there a fraction of a chance we can get Jordy to stop playing this game and talk to me for a few minutes once it ends? Publicly or privately, I'd just like a real answer.
Buddy.
But mind you, he's not going to hound Wings. He's not going to harass Wings. But Jordy needs to stop playing the game and answer Phil right fucking now. Now, if anyone else did this to Phil,
when
Phil would freak
Keemstar
out.
did this, when we asked
remember when
him.
we messaged Phil on his holy day off?
Oh, yeah.
And
And
he
by the
told
way,
us
you
how
could respond.
disrespectful it was.
But the thing
because we wanted to do a crossover with Locale Live.
But
And him,
Ash,
and he was,
it's even worse because at least when you DM someone, they can respond whenever they want. When you're in someone's chat, you're now forcing them to respond because there's people watching.
and he did this to us too.
Yes,
when we were trying to just quietly kind of, okay, Phil, and this is what's crazy. Had he not done stuff like go into our chat and force our hand, he probably would still be kept around as a whack packer. But because he demands that every single relationship or every single, business transaction all revolves around him and the world revolve around him, he had to be fucking kicked out. Because he's crazy. And he believes that Wings should drop everything in his life and let Phil consume his whole life. And it's just twisted.
It's insane.
Let's see. The best thing we can do is keep go. Oh my lord! You guys make too much drama out of too much nothing. Dog, all I'm doing is sitting trying to play some fucking Battlefield until fucking Chick-fil-A opens and go get me fucking Chick-fil-A. That's my life goal right now.
Get you some chicken minis. That's what I'm gonna do.
Shit. I'm gonna get me a spicy chicken biscuit with some tomatoes. Get some of that peppermint coffee.
God, you're making my fat ass fatter, bro. Jesus, I'm hungry as fuck.
Stop this!
Die.
I see your boy DSP talking some shit about me. I'll talk about that later when we got more than 30 people in here.
Yeah, you're banned from the Level 1 podcast.
Yeah, banned from the Level 1 podcast. I mean, like, I like talking to Phil. I think he's a cool person. I mean, but the problem with Phil is, like, he is a slave to structure, and I am not. I look at it this way, right? Let's say I'm asking Spaceman to be on my podcast. I go, hey, Spaceman, would you be on my podcast? And Spaceman says nothing. I'm going to automatically assume Spaceman doesn't want to be on the podcast this week because he didn't say anything, right? I'm not going to sit there and ask him 16 times, right? I know it's like cordial and like things like, hey, probably not, man. And like, I just hate the song of day. You know what I hate the most in life? The petty small talk that people have. I don't care about the weather. I don't care about your day. I don't care about your kids.
Should we just get this out of the way? Would you guys just like to get this topic out of the way so we can move on to other stuff? Because I know if I don't get it out of the way, I'm going to end up being pestered by this all day long. And I feel like maybe we should just go ahead to and address it now. You know? All right, let's do it, okay? So here's the deal. Let's get you all caught up on this topic of Wings of Redemption. So here's what happened. He said he would do it. Sounds good. The night before, he cancels. He says, I can't sleep. I'm not feeling well. Let's take a rain check. And I responded and said, all right, let's do it next week instead. Same date, same Monday, just a week later. He never responded. Now, he starts saying in his videos and his streams to his audience, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to be on there. Don't worry. We rescheduled. I took a rain check. It's not a big deal. But the thing is, his trolls kind of know how he behaves and saw the fact that he last minute rescheduled as a bad sign. They were actually shocked that he ever appeared on this show. And the fact that he rescheduled last minute for the second appearance meant basically he was never going to show up. They were under that impression. I didn't get that impression because, I don't have that actual experience with Wings. So I said to him, all right, let's do it for a week. So a whole week is passing and I'm DMing him saying, hey, are you coming on the show? He's not responding. So finally, it was last weekend. I took it upon myself when I was in this office on my day off actually doing some rewiring and reworking of the office to just randomly see he was streaming. I was like, oh shit, maybe I could talk to him on his stream quickly, get his attention. So I jumped into his chat that afternoon and I said, hey, what's the deal? Are you coming on the show or not? And basically he says, don't be offended that I'm not responding to your DMs. I don't really respond to people's DMs. I'm just an antisocial guy. But the reason that I don't want to commit to being on your show is my sleep schedule is still screwed up. I'm literally sleeping all day long, waking up in the evening, streaming all evening through until noon the next day and going to sleep in the afternoon. Also, I don't know what I'm doing with my wife this weekend, and that's going to affect my sleep schedule, so I can't commit to Monday, but I'll let you know. Okay, and I told you guys that in a podcast earlier this week. It's up to him. In fact, what I did is I responded to him in a DM, and I said, okay, the ball's in your court. Any day this week, you can come on my show. It's completely in your control. You tell me what day you want to come on the Level 1 podcast, and we'll do it special just for you, for your schedule. I even offered and said, you could come on a night stream. It doesn't even have to be during the afternoon. You could actually come on during a night stream and be a night slot. That would actually fit into your current messed up sleep schedule, okay? No response all week long. So at one point you get a little fed up. Like, this guy keeps saying in his streams and his content, he's got no beef with me, he likes me, he wants to have a conversation. Again, he loved that last appearance. He wants to come on, but then he never actually contacts me to schedule it. So what the hell is going on? So the other night, I saw randomly again, he was broadcasting. I jumped on his stream. I tried to talk with the guy and reason with him and say, I don't even care if you say, no, I just don't want to do it. I just need an answer. Because my audience wants to know what's going on with you, why you're not showing up. You said you were going to be here. They want another interview. Are you going to do it or not? Even if it's no, I wouldn't be offended. Just say yes or no. To which he responds live on his show, you shouldn't do this publicly. We should be doing this privately in DMs because then my trolls will latch onto this to make content. And I'm like, Jordy, I've been trying to talk to you in DMs for over 2 weeks. You don't respond. This is the only way I can even get you to say something. That's why I'm doing it this way. So I said, all right, how about this? He's sitting on his stream playing Battlefield, and he won't give me an answer. How about this? I'll just contribute, and I'll make it so that he's hitting his goals, and then maybe he doesn't have to worry about playing this stupid game, and we can have the conversation, even if it's a 5-minute conversation, and he says, no, I don't want to go on your show. At least the conversation's done. So I sent the guy a couple super chats during his stream saying, hey, I'm here. I'm to contribute, to be positive, to help you hit your goals. And I even said to his moderators, what is his goal for this stream? Does he have a goal he's trying to hit? I'll hit his goal for him. I'll help him out. That way, he doesn't have to worry about playing this game he claims he hates playing on stream, and we can chill for a few minutes here and figure this out. His moderators literally played dumb. I'm not kidding. His moderators, Jordy sometimes has a goal. I don't know if he has a goal for this stream. I don't know. They know what his goal is. They were lying, okay? His moderators are playing dumb and being stupid for who knows what reason, all right? So after basically trying to get this guy to respond to me during the stream, he starts ignoring me, and one of his moderators actually times me out for 24 hours for simply contributing to his stream and trying to get him to say yes or no about coming on the show. They timed my account out for 24 hours. So I logged into my other account and said, your mod timed me out, to which Jordy laughed and said, oh, pimp, it's only 24 hours. Okay? So after that, I said, I've had enough of this. And I DM'd him one last time and I said, your mods are not there helping you. Your mods are coddling you. Your mods are enabling you. Your mods are making you do and say things. They're constantly goading you. They're actually doing troll memes and things. You don't realize it. They get you to act how they want. You're like a puppet to them. You understand? They're not there to protect you. They're there to basically do things that will harm you, and you just don't realize it. Because no one in their right mind would have someone coming on a stream contributing and time them out for wanting to have a 5-minute conversation about something that you said you're interested in, okay? So I said, listen, I want a yes or no answer. Give me one. He didn't give me one. He ignored me all week long, okay? So as of today, I have absolutely no answer from Wings of Redemption whatsoever about if he's going to come on this show, all right? So now I have to say something about the situation, and I'm about to. And then I'm going to move on from it, but I need to say my piece, and then I need to move on, all right? I don't think that Jordy Jordan is a bad person. I think he's a person who's a victim of circumstances and himself at the same time, and I think that it's a 50-50 split. I do believe that Wings of Redemption's situation that he's in, being grossly overweight, constantly eating fast food and drinking soda on his streams, saying he hates his life, he hates streaming and all this, and he's trapped in this life. I do believe that a lot of that is extrapolated, basically exponentially increased because of the fact that he has trolling to the level that he had. All right? I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to say that isn't happening. That's the case. You might say, oh, I want to be better. I want to be... But if you do, its actions speak louder than words. It doesn't matter what you say, it's what you do. His actions have outright said this is what he wants to do for the rest of his life. And it doesn't matter how many people care, how many people try to support him, how many people try to help him. He's never going to change. It has to be him that makes the change and nobody else. No one can help this man but him. He refuses to help himself. So because of that, I'm done. I'm done trying to reach out to this guy, be nice to the guy. I mean, I've done every possible thing I could. I've talked nice about him. I had a great interview with him that tried to help him. I wanted to have him on again right after the Asmongold interview because I figured I could maybe give him a little bit of a positive rub. It would help him out in his content. Maybe he'd get more viewers. It would take some of the pressure off of him. He doesn't want to play ball. He doesn't even want to respond. He can't bother at all to give me a respectable answer about anything. Instead, he wants to ignore me. Well, Jordy, guess what? You like Burger King, right? Well, guess what? Like Burger King, you can have it your way. Because now I'm not going to bother you anymore. And you're going to sit there on your stream, playing the games you claim you hate, stuff in your face, acting like a fool for the rest of your life. No one's going to reach out to you to try to be friendly to you or save you or help you because your actions shut them out. It's not us. That's all I have to say about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Wings of Redemption will not be appearing on the Level 1 podcast. Under no circumstance. The only way I would ever have him on the show again is if he actually publicly apologized for his actions, the disrespect, the unprofessionalism, the fact that he couldn't even give me the time of day, and the fact that he kept publicly saying in his content that he wanted to be on my show and then acted otherwise. If he publicly apologizes for that and says he will change his ways and then actually acts differently, again, actions speak louder than words, then maybe I'll consider having him on the show again. But as of now, Wings of Redemption is banned from my podcast and will not be appearing ever again. Oh, I didn't see you there. Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? Some things have happened that I think we need to discuss. It's interesting what happens when the king is not around, isn't it? Did you know? People were trying to figure out if I was around because they were saying they saw that comments were getting moderated on DSP Gaming. Well, Phil is such a, you know, if he's really having a bad time in life, why is he moderating his comments on the channel? I'm not. I have moderators who moderate. That's why they're called moderators, because they have moderation powers. So a few of them were in my comments this week and they were saying, yeah, they were really heinous stuff in there, so we're taking care of that for you while you're gone. That's much appreciated. They're like, but I haven't seen any of it. All I know is I'm hearing things through the grapevine about like what happened and stuff while I was gone. I'm like, well, I mean, it's no surprise that that kind of stuff would happen, but you know, I don't really know the truth of any of it because I haven't watched a single video. I haven't read any posts. I'm coming back into this cold only via hearsay. Probably you guys today will inform me on this podcast of what's been going on since I've been gone, because I don't know. Feel free to do so if you want me to get a laugh out of it or whatever, because I have no clue what's happening, okay? I got a $2 tip. Here's the first I've heard of any of this. Thoughts on Doody sending people to snap pictures of your porch and various packages. The man is 50. He's on vacation and he spent the entire week obsessing over you while ignoring his family and saying, I believe that latter half. The first half is not true. No one was here snapping pictures of my porch. That did not happen. So don't believe everything you're told. This is just fucking nonsense. That never happened at all. But the second half I would believe. But here's the thing. I wasn't here. We have been talking about this for a while, have we not? That this entire vortex around me is just that. Around me and dependent upon me. And to what I'm being told and from what I'm understanding. All right? This week, because I was not here streaming and making content for them to steal, lie about, and regurgitate is toxic, they literally had nothing to do. And they were losing their fucking minds. Like they were completely stir crazy. They didn't know what to say, what to do. They have no original content. So they had to like really go out on a limb in order to try to find things to talk about. And essentially their viewership was monstrously down. Some of them actually gave up and stopped making content for the time being. Like they just had nothing to do because I was not here. And that's the point I've been making. That in a court of law is the evidence you need to prove that someone is a thief and breaking the law. Because you understand that if they actually had content of their own, then they would have kept making it. But they didn't. They waited for me to come back to start stealing again. So in a court of law, I now have an actual week on record where their views are recorded, their content uploads behavior is recorded. I have everything I need. I'm good. Oh, and I will say one more thing before we move forward. As of today, officially, there are parties involved documenting all of that. Who's doing what, how often they're doing it, how much they're doing it, when they're doing it, what they're actually doing. Like, are you actually rebroadcasting me fully? Are you just clipping and editing and doing transformative work? All of that is being documented as of today, formally. I'm going to have everything I need in the future. So if you're out there and you think you've had the gravy train all this time and, oh, it's all been free and clear, as of today, I'm giving you official notice publicly. I'm sure this will be clipped. Everything is now being documented for the future. So I hope that if you're someone who actually steals my content illegally and benefits from it financially, that you have like a backup. Because pretty soon, everything you're doing is going to either come to an end or be mine and I'm going to own it. Okay? If you pay for your house right now, your mortgage, with money that you make because you steal my content every day, well, pretty soon you're not going to have that money anymore. And in fact, all the money that you've made is going to be mine. You understand? So I'm just saying, now might be a good time to like go get a job and get some job applications out there. Maybe go, sing some fries or maybe Uber driver or something, something like that. Now might be the time to dip your toe into the lake of something else, because the days of milk and honey for you are coming to an end. Everything is now being recorded and you've gotten fair notice now, just so you know. So anyone else from this moment on who continues to do that behavior, that illegal behavior, You already knew that this was happening. You have no one to blame but yourself. I've given you fair public notice. Fair enough?
Bob Starkey says, hey, Andrew, sorry it's off topic. I tagged you on Twitter regarding DSP wanting to create contracts with restreamers. We'll love your taking it. I need to look at that because there's I saw Billy Mitchell threatening to sue DSP. That would be a great one to talk about. And DSP has reached out to me personally, like behind the scenes. I just told him, hey, look, thanks for reaching out to me. I'm not the lawyer you need. I gave him some recommendations of a lawyer to contact. Obviously that can help him if he wants to start, suing people. DSP is a very interesting character on the internet. And I think there's going to be a long saga for DSP, including some legal battles. So look forward to that.
Oh, interestingly enough, I think that it's a joke, but I had a few people contact me via DMs and emails yesterday asking me, so what is the deal with obtaining a license to restream me officially? Now, I think that these people are not serious, and here's why. I got like 5 or 6 of these messages. Not a single person said, here's my YouTube channel, here's my Twitch channel, I do restream you regularly and I don't want to get into trouble. Instead, they were just like, so what's the deal with the license? Very professional. So what I'm going to do, I might do this shortly, actually set up an official way that people who are interested can contact me and pay me a fee to obtain a legal license to restream me for daily content. Then that way in the future, if and when I do exercise my right to have legal litigation against those who steal my content illegally on a daily basis, those people who purchased the license would be immune because they've been given permission to use my content. So I need to work on that because to be honest, I didn't think that anyone was going to care, but a bunch of people did contact me. But again, I don't think that they're real. I think they're just like, people messing around because no one said, hey, so by the way, I am so-and-so who you probably know. I'm one of your detractors and I restream your content daily. But actually, I think it's fair that I would pay you a fee to do it because I make a lot of money doing it. So what's the deal with that? Like, no one actually reached out to me like that. Instead, it was just like, hey, so how do I do it? No.
We called it.
Because to be honest, to officially grant any license, I would have to know that information. I'd have to know your name. I'd have to know your channel. I'd have to know all your legal information to be sure that all your bases are covered. To be fair, here's what it would be. All right. It would probably be a monthly or an annual fee. All right. Just like any other service. You pay a flat rate monthly or maybe a discount if you do it annually. All right. And all it is a fee that you pay just like any other subscription service. And you will get official permission legally. There'll be like a contract written up that says you can now live restream my content and make your own content out of it. You have legal permission to do so. And that it would say, I would, via this contract, completely relinquish any legal rights to go after someone who purchases that agreement. Because think of it this way. Right now, there's probably, 20, 30 people who are doing this. Out of that, maybe 10 actually are making a living doing it, right? But if those people paid me a reasonable amount every month, I mean, if they're making thousands and thousands of dollars a month as they're claiming, okay, then they could probably shell over like, $100 a month. So if there's 10, 20 people doing that and they all pay me and I'm making a couple thousand a month doing it, then why would I care? Go for it, right? And you're only making a living because of me. So there you go. But again, I haven't really worked it out yet because I'm in the early stages of everything. I announced yesterday that as of yesterday, I am officially have certain parties tracking all of the detractor content. They are now checking who's live restreaming, who's actually doing stuff after the fact, transformatively, because that stuff's fine. I've never had a problem with someone making a transformative work of me. If it's defamatory, yeah, there's a problem there. But transformative versus actually live rebroadcasting without permission, without giving the creator a chance to have their content digested and make money first, that's illegal. You have to give a chance for the original broadcast to go first before you can then try to rebroadcast. It's not legal to do that. You understand? So all of this is now being tracked day by day, hour by hour. And all this evidence will be used in the future. If I really want to do business with these guys, listen, Toe Tickler Timmy, it's this simple. You can't change people's behavior, but the thing is, Instead of just saying, I'm staunchly against it, I don't want anyone to do it, they're going to do it anyway. So instead, make it so that at least if it's going to happen, that I benefit from it, right? I can't stop them from making the content, but I can actually tell them, hey, if you want to do it, you got to pay. Exactly. Princess Luna just said there's nothing wrong with getting paid for something they're doing anyway. Exactly right. Only now, they would have protection that I would never go and try to get them for doing it later on in a court of law. Yes, but here's the funny part. Forsen says, to sue one of these guys, you're looking at $50,000 or more, and it's not worth it. Here's the thing, though, Forsen. There's a lot of them. If it was one person doing it, I would agree with you. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. Going after one guy, small potatoes. There's a lot of these people doing it, making money. All of that money is mine. You understand that? It's literally all mine because it's all my content that's being stolen illegally. I have a legal right to all of that content. I do. So if you add it all together, it's big money. It's big money and big prizes. Let me tell you, because sometimes you can win a ruling. You can just do a settlement. I would assume if I were to ever take this seriously and take it to court, these people do not want to go all the way because I will own everything they've ever made. Every dollar they ever made restreaming my content, I will recoup. And then legal fees on top of that. They don't want that. So they're all going to settle. They're all going to hit me with nice, big, juicy settlements just to get this to stop so they don't have to bleed in court for years after years. They don't have a foot to stand on.
Bob Starsky says, Sir Andrew, DSP believes that he can no longer earn money streaming. He can sue detractors. Will it open up his finance for review? Big ups. Yes, 100%. If DSP sues for defamation, that opens up your personal finances. So that's one of the big reasons not to sue for defamation is because you don't want your dirty laundry or your finances aired for everybody. I mean, most people don't. They don't want other people to know how much they make or, whatever, how much money they have or et cetera, et cetera. They don't want to know that. They don't want other people to know that. So that's a massive question before you sue somebody for defamation. People are always yelling and screaming for people to sue for defamation, but there's a lot of reasons not to do it. And that's one of them.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw the stupid tweet about me playing Doom that's completely out of context, and the idiots all liked it, and I already just destroyed them on Twitter and called them all the retards that they are. Someone took the one clip of me playing Doom last night where I went into a room and the room is actually set up to be a booby trap. The room is full of explosive barrels. So if you charge in head first and you try to fight like you're supposed to normally, normally you're blowing everything apart, punching, kicking, ripping, and keeping the momentum. If you do that in the room, the barrels blow up and you die. So I went into the room and a barrel blew up and I went from full health and armor down to like 5 health. So then I had to run cowering into a corner, hiding behind cover, peeking out and sniping the enemies so I didn't hit any of the barrels. It's a literal booby trap. Someone clips that and puts it on the internet and acts like I'm bad at Doom. Oh, look how DSP plays Doom. And then some other creator, a dunce who doesn't know the context because, this is what dunces do on social media, reposts it and goes, oh, if you just play Doom like this, uninstall the game. It gets 2.2 million views. Fuck you. You dumb fucking retards who don't even know the context of the clip. I'm playing the game exactly as it's meant to be played. I'm using all the mechanics. I'm using all the weapons. I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, which allows me to react even better. I'm parrying. I'm actually enjoying the game quite a lot. Just because you took a clip out of context, you fucking stupid idiots. Go fuck yourselves. Okay. So anyway, yeah, what a dumb thing. Now, I don't need to talk about it anymore because it's a waste of everyone's time. Completely false bullshit. All right. Nice.
Start your engines. Welcome to the Mario Kart World game, available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you? In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But why stop there? Across cities, play.
It's a Gundam. He's just a piece of crap.
For the last year and a half, DSP has been trying to go viral, to own the trolls. Logic that only Chris Chan and King Cobra could understand. In the wake of the Kino Casino saga ending, we've been treated to a more mentally deranged Dark Side Phil. This man tells you he is a massive success when he's about to unbox his new Nintendo Switch. But by the end of the stream, he begs for money like a crackhead. It began back in May, around the 16th. Phil was playing Doom, the Dark Ages, with the same speed and proficiency that you'd expect from Ricky Berwick doing the cha-cha on Dances with the Stars. Zoomers on TikTok picked up on his gameplay and started calling him a game journalist.
Game journalists when they are forced to play the new Doom game for money.
After this clip went viral of DSP spreading his digital litter, of course, the fun and chill positive streamer was grateful for the exposure, am I right?
You're kidding. Well, how the hell is that fair?
These videos are pulling millions of views across all social media platforms. Surely, Phil is filled with pride.
And this is what I want to hear. I don't want to hear, oh, your playthrough sucked, you're boring. It's not. That's the toxic peanut gallery being toxic. Those are the people who will never admit that I've done anything good. These are the people that will crap on me no matter what. The same people who said, oh, look at this, making fun of Phil playing Doom, when literally that's what everyone did in that room in Doom because it was full of explosive barrels. But you use me as the scapegoat and you take it out of context to get a meme for yourself and get millions of views of clickbait because you're a lying loser. Okay? I don't care about that. What I care about is my core audience of people who will come by and actually engage and support me for these playthroughs. Oh, this is bullshit. That's complete bullshit. No, I should not have died. Nonsensical garbage. It's getting more ludicrous by the second. I have no clue. I have no idea what hit me. I charged, I meleeed, I tried to attack, couldn't do anything. Just completely just dead. Okay, if you say so. Major organ. Found a secret back here that I missed. Oh, wow. They put me in more acid. What the fuck do you want me to do when you keep putting me in acid? Why am I poisoned?
A few minutes later.
I can't fucking fight in this room. There's nowhere to stand where there's not acid. This is fucking dumb. God, I hate this. I literally hate this. They fucked up the end. They have 100% fucked up the end of this game and made this not fun at all. I'm having zero fun. Basically, here's a whiny baby. Zero fucking fun with this shit. You're just pissing me off endlessly. I didn't even get hit there, but they said I did. You tell me what happened. I didn't even step in the acid. I pressed E to finish him, and the game just said, you're dead. This is atrociously bad gameplay. They did it again. I literally don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't move in the room. I have to stay still. I can't move like you're supposed to do because they put acid in the entire room. No weapon is effective like that in this game. No weapon is effective. So I can't fucking kill anyone in the way that's intended here. I didn't do that. I never pressed E. Can't even move. I couldn't move. This game sucks. This is fucking insane. I was frozen. I couldn't move. I couldn't fire. I couldn't use my shield, even though the guy was stunned. This is fucking terrible. This is atrocious gameplay. Awful fucking room designed by idiots. I know it's a challenge room. No, it's a pain in the ass, punch you in the balls room, you fucking idiots. You can't play it like a normal part of the game, the way you designed it. What is going on? I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's happening. And why are they all supercharged? There's no one in the room to kill to stop the supercharge. Why are they all supercharged? What is this challenge? Why did they make it so fucking hard? What is wrong with these idiots? Modern game development is something else. It's like a bunch of fucking mouth-drooling retards in a room bouncing off the walls. I got a good idea. How about a room where all the rules of the game are reversed because you can't actually use any of your abilities because you're in a pool of acid. Also, everything's supercharged for no fucking reason. By the way, what'll the reward be? You know it's not gonna be anything good. There's no big reward for doing this room. Why does this room exist? All right. Let's try it again. This is awful. Literally the worst part of the game so far. I'm having zero fun doing this room, but at this point I spent like 20 minutes on it. I'm not going to give up. I don't know why the shield didn't work. I didn't mean to do the shield charge and go into the fucking acid. It was a complete accident. Do you know what I mean? This is so bad. It's awful, awful gameplay. No, I guarantee you the final boss is easier than this room. 100% guarantee it. I said the game devs are idiots. Absolutely guarantee you that the final boss will be easier than this room. There's nothing I can do. They're on opposite ends of the room. I can't face them both. And I can't kill either one because when they're stunned, I can't finish them because I can't use the execution because then I'm in the middle of the acid. So you built an impossible fucking room where I have to get lucky, where the enemies will go to a place where I can hit them, but I can't control them and make them go where I want them to. So I just have to keep playing the room till I get lucky enough. By the way, don't know why I just got hit. I was doing exactly the same thing I've done the entire time. The parry didn't work.
Yo, Phil. Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
This sucks. This game fucking sucks. Why does this room exist? I just lost 72 health to nothing. Nothing hit me. The projectile went to my left and I jumped to go over the acid and I just lost all my health for no reason. Literally didn't do a thing wrong, just died for no reason. All my health gone. What a delightful time we're having tonight. This piece of shit. Why did the shield bounce off of him? The shield is doing nothing. I'm trying to hit him with my shield. It's doing nothing at all. I didn't want to do that. Oh my god, I almost died again to the shield charge. Got him. They teleported me out of the room and I didn't get the item. Look. This is it. There was a portal. Are you kidding? There was a portal. And the portal ported me out without me getting the item. Wow, the Komodo toy. Literally the most insane, ridiculous, over-the-top, challenging thing in the game. The reward is a generic toy. So I literally just did that, what was that, over a half an hour for nothing. There was no point to doing it. Just another idiotic game dev who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, putting in an impossible challenge for absolutely no reason. For what reason was that in the game? Why was it that hard? Why would they put that in? What is wrong with that? They're just a bunch of fucking assholes. Wow. Well, great. Good job, id. Not my id, not the id I remember, that's for sure. That was some grade A garbage. Alright. Okay. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Sadly, we didn't hit the goal. Alright, it sucks. So, I'm actually kind of glad that we're finishing this tomorrow because it seems like definitely the game has been wearing out its welcome. It's too long. I do feel like the sweet spot for a game like this is around 15 hours-ish. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed everything. I want to say thanks to everyone who did support. It sucks that we didn't hit the goal tonight, but I gotta go. I can't stick around. I gotta make thumbnails and set up streams for tomorrow. I've been trying to get this printer to work, and I think it works now, but I can't stick around late every night. You know, last few nights, like, oh, stick around a little late, and then Phil hits the goal. I can't do it every night. And it sucks, because if we hit every goal, we were going to do DSP Tries It on Friday, but now it looks like we're not doing it. All right? But I do want to say thanks for those who did support tonight. Thank you. We got to 104. It is what it is. All right. I got to get out of here. That is it. And then hopefully, since we cleared that up, then maybe we have time for more, like, blueprints or something on Friday. If we can beat Doom tomorrow. If not, we got to play Doom yet again on Friday to beat it. So I hope that we can beat it tomorrow. Okay? All right, guys. That's it. There's no last minute contributions. Sadly, we didn't hit the goal tonight. So now we're going to have to hit, what are we on now? 76? We're we're gonna have to hit 4 more, but in 3 streams to do DSP tries it for Friday. So we may or may not make it. I guess we'll have to see. Okay, guys? All right, guys, have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out. Oh, he's Doom God. Actually, he's Space Marine. His actual name is Space Marine. It's not Doom Guy. It's not Doom Slayer. It's fucking Space Marine. Sorry, I played the originals. I don't care about the modern lore that they wrote for this shit.
Welcome to a place where time doesn't matter, where money means nothing, and the will to win is only as good as your ego. Philip Paul Burnell is a man who begs for money on the internet, and tonight he will enter a place where nothing else matters but his luck. Tonight he'll enter the dented zone.
Now, folks, when it comes to calling Cat fat cat, I was under the impression amongst fat people, amongst fellow people of calories, that fat was our word.
Yeah.
I thought I had a right to use that word, and it's not just a right that I was given by birth. I earned that right to call people fat every fucking day. So I'm talking all this fucking shit multiple times on my stream, on his stream, saying all sorts of shit about his wife, about everything. And he never said a fucking thing. Most people's first instinct,
Yeah.
you go after your wife, they say, fuck you, bitch. Let's fucking square up and fight. Fuck you. You can't say that shit. And they fucking check you.
Yeah, I would.
No,
If you.
He has no instinct whatsoever to defend his wife or care for his wife. The only reason he now suddenly has found this conscience for his wife is because the people that hate him the most told him he should. Not because he actually gives a fuck about his wife. If he actually cared about and honored and cherished his wife, I would have honored his ultimatum. But I know it comes from a place of disingenuous fucking bullshit.
You're right.
I know he doesn't actually care about his wife, because if he did, his wife wouldn't be in the condition she fucking is in.
Yeah, recent.
He knew what sort of audience he had. He knew right well that when the detractors saw his wife, what they would say, how they would mock her, how they would shit on her, how they would cripple her self-esteem and confidence with what they said. And he did it anyway. He exposed his wife to all of that anyway, knowing what would happen.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fucking scumbag move. This is a man who orders DoorDash 7 days a week. And I'll tell you this, it's not just the DoorDash. I've seen what's in his refrigerator. He has something called the snack pizza.
Snack pizza?
It's
Sounds
an
good.
entire fucking frozen pizza that's apparently a snack.
That's a snack?
I'm 400 fucking pounds. I don't even call a pizza a fucking snack, for God's sake.
Oh, God, you're right.
It's fucking ridiculous. What are you talking about, man? And now, so this whole thing, right, is about how he has to protect his wife. I have to protect my wife. I have to protect my wife. I have to protect my family. I have to protect my family. Ooh, what's going to happen? It's hurting my family. It's hurting their feelings. What does he do today to protect his fat wife from being called fat by a fat man? He decides to reveal her medical info.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Today.
Yeah, I was shocked. Why would you do that?
Is that what's keeping your wife safe? Is that what's keeping your family safe? Or is that what you're doing, using your wife as a human shield, using her as a sympathy shield?
Yeah, get more donors.
Criticism, yes. To get pity donations, to get pity support, to make himself the victim. Oh, woe is Phil. Phil has a hard time. His wife is sick. Well, she's 300 goddamn pounds. Of course she's fucking sick.
Christ. Yeah.
You think I'm fucking healthy, for fuck's sake? No. We have to live in the fucking real world and be objective about shit. It's not a healthy or mature or adult lifestyle the way that Phil's living or Kat's living or even I'm living, for God's fucking sakes. And I know that because I fucking live that shit because I'm a big fat. And I'll say this. When it came face to face, man to man, this dickless worm didn't say a motherfucking
Yeah, he didn't
word.
say it to your face. He had a chance last week.
This one does have like a chromium effect to it, so maybe this is a rarer card. I don't know.
Oh God, it's Cat.
How dare you?
When it came today, I said, come on then, bring me on. He could still bring me on in 48 minutes and have a chat about this. But he's a ballless bitch because he knows he can't stand like a fucking man. He can't have a confrontation. He can't have an argument because he knows he'll get blown out like the worthless bitch that he fucking is. And that's just the bottom line because PPP said so.
Officially as of today, all right, I am going to be doing Smart Guys solo starting tonight on the late stream. We're going to see how the show goes. As long as the show still gets some attendance and support, I want to continue it through WrestleMania. Then we'll see what we want to do. You know, WrestleMania is only about a month away, so it would be a few more episodes or whatever, and that's it. And then we'll go from there. But I'll just say this up front because I want to make this clear. Absolutely nothing that I'm about to tell you on this show is private information. So basically, why am I doing Smart Guys solo? PPP on his show, Kino Casino, has increasingly started up with rhetoric that's pretty toxic, negative, and insulting towards myself and my family.
We're only 582 away from the goal. Some bitch is fat. She's fat. Water Weird has gifted a sub. Manchurian candidate for a sub.
Now, there's a difference between myself and my family. I want you to understand that, okay? So, Kino Casino. Now, since those guys did so much for me, I let them know, listen, I'm not going to have any bad feelings towards you if you guys use me in your content. If you have whole segments on me, ripping me a new asshole, saying my content sucks, saying I suck, I really don't care. I mean, everyone else does it anyway. You know, I'm okay with you guys. You might as well benefit from it too. Go for it, right? I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to be a dick now just because we did some content together. Now you can't make fun of me, okay? I mean, that's the whole premise of their entire show. Definitely the rhetoric has kicked up, and in particular, where I started to get wind that this was happening and it really was upsetting me, was PPP starts bringing up my wife. Now, for those who don't know, my wife Kat has showed up in my content less than 10 times, and everyone made fun of her. I say everyone, it's the detractors, of course, made fun of her for her looks, and it really got to her. So for many, many years, she never appeared in my content, okay? And then last year, early on, after years of kind of sitting on the sidelines and wanting to be part of the content, but I'm like, man, these fucking idiots are just going to say something. Finally was like, you know what? Who cares? Let's just do it anyway. And we were trying to plan like what kind of content she could be in last year. And then after that, I'm going to tell you something that I've kind of alluded to, but haven't really talked much about. Kat started to experience some health problems. And because of that, her health took a turn for the worse. And it wouldn't have made sense for her to start coming on stream with the levels of stress and stuff that she was going through. Okay? So that's why she just disappeared from my content. It wasn't that, oh, there's no content or anything we want to do. In fact, I had bought Beyond Two Souls to actually play with her and do a whole co-op playthrough of. All right? But then, because of these circumstances going on, we just said we can't do it. I don't. But when you start bringing up my family members for literally no reason, besides, oh, maybe this will also get something out of the audience. Maybe this will get a rise out of Phil. Because if you want to know the truth, I think that's what this is all about. I think that PPP wants to get a rise out of me. He wants to have me here freak out and start, going full path number 2. The return of the king of hate. The angry man who just wants to rage against everything and burn everything down around him and hurt everyone around him because all I care about is myself and, go crazy. And I totally feel like that's what it is. Basically, when you start bringing up my wife for absolutely no reason, again, there's no reason. It's not like Kat is part of my content. She's not, right? She was in like 3-4 streams last year. She stopped being part of the content. She's not affecting anything. So it's that simple, all right? It is. It's just that simple. There's no reason to ever bring her up at all. Now, of course, you guys wouldn't know this, but I've spoken with him about this many times, okay? Many times. This isn't the first time, second time. And every time I say, this has to stop, he apologizes. He says, I got too worked up. I got into my rhetoric again. I'm sorry. Okay, fine. And then some time will pass, and then he does it again. It's like, wait, what are you doing? We had the conversation already. You understood it was wrong. You apologized for it. So if you did that, why are you doing it again? Okay? So this week, it's this simple. He won't stop. He's been doing it nonstop, like 2 shows in a row. And he basically feels like he just has free reign to say or do whatever he wants because, I guess free speech or whatever it is. I really don't give a shit. I'm not going to let a man just publicly bring my family into his content because he feels like whatever, whether it's he thinks it's funny, he thinks it's free speech, he thinks this will get a rise out of me. Over on the DSP Reacts channel and on my Kick channel, I will be solo streaming Smart Guys covering SmackDown and Raw from this week. What I'd like to do, because undoubtedly there's a million questions here about all of this. All right, there is. Let's just briefly talk about what's happened and the change in attitude towards me and all of that since August of last year. Because all I can really do is speculate, but at the same time, I do want to clarify a whole lot of stuff to everyone. First of all, right now, PPP is sitting on his Twitter very hurriedly and scaredly tweeting. I don't know why. It's like the guy's terrified about what I'm going to say or something. I don't know. I don't get it. It's like he still doesn't get it of who I am today versus who I used to be. I don't know. But he's just going crazy on there, saying a million things. Oh, this and that about all toxic stuff. I don't care. I told you that. I feel there's 3 routes I can take. Basically, PPP this year wanted to get me heavily involved in all kinds of drama and stuff. But that's as far as I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you anything because that's private shit. I kind of turned it down, left, right, up, down, in every direction. Not to say that I wasn't willing to play ball or try stuff, but I was convinced. I keep turning this camera on and off. It's annoying me. I was convinced that, sadly, if I did go as far and do these things that these guys, or I say these guys, it was basically just, PPP, the stuff that they had these plans for, I was going to have to throw away 17 years of work that I had put into the blood, the sweat, the tears that I had put into my work to get where I am today. Because as I said yesterday, if I go all the way into the drama, 100%, okay, I can't go back. What are we going to be doing for the next 3 weeks? Here's the announcement you're all waiting for, okay? I am going to do 3 weeks of co-hosts here on the show, starting next week, the 27th of March, and then the week after and the week after. 3 straight weeks. Each week, we will have a different co-host here on Smart Guys. Yesterday, I did a show on my other channel, DSP Gaming, and that show went a certain way with a lot of nonsense and drama. And during that show, the crowd was demanding, or not really demanding, requesting that someone be a part of the show. Based on that feedback, I reached out to the person, made them an offer, they accepted. And so, FYI, it already kind of leaked because he got excited and posted it up on the internet before I had a chance to even reveal it.
Are you a functional
So next week, okay, on March 27th, the 11th episode of Smart Guys, my first guest co-host will be Ethan Ralph.
Hey, Dick, how you doing? Hey, what's up, bitch? What are you doing, bitch? Fuck out of my face, bro. Get the fucking... Fuck you, prick. You piece of shit. You fat little gun shit. Yeah, that's right, bleeding. Look at you.
Okay? Many of you probably know him. Maybe some of you don't. If you do, doesn't really matter. This is not an established, not a test of his history or past. It's a test of how he can do on a pro wrestling commentary show. All right? So he will be here next week. We will see how it goes.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Let's all talk about everything that's been going down. First off, let's talk about the big one, the one that everyone's been talking about and gabbing about, and, basically the buzz. The buzz is that last week's episode of Smart Guys was the most watched, the most engaged, the most restreamed, the most clipped, the most commented on, and the most profitable episode of Smart Guys that I have had since the show relaunched. It absolutely topped all other episodes, including every episode that PPP ever arrived on or guest starred in, because guess what? We had our first ever guest co-host, Ethan Ralph, all right? And to be very honest, at the end of the show, Ethan got tired, all right? And he did. And you could tell he started to ramble. He started to almost slur and start to fall asleep. You could tell. Now, I talked to him after the show, and he said, yeah, what happened was he's not used to doing streaming that late ever. He almost never streams that late. So because of that, basically, he was so tired out and pooped, but he says moving forward, if we were to do the show again, he would try to schedule things so that basically he can go, later and not have it hit him as hard. All right?
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
So anyway, all of that was amazing. All of that was great. But the problem was I was distracted because of drama that was orchestrated. Basically, both of my chats were flooded and invaded with nonsense. Idiots coming in and spamming the chats, causing problems. And I had multiple moderators on my Kick chat who literally stood there doing nothing with their hands in their pockets because, I like Kino Casino, so I'm not going to help Phil moderate tonight. Oh. Well, go fuck yourself, because those people are now banned and have been removed from being mods. Banned. Gone. Forever. Okay? Not gonna have fucking snakes in the chat standing around selectively deciding when they actually want to fucking do something. Okay? Oh, because you guys are using Kino Casino commands. Yeah, Kino Casino's fucking banned from the chat because they're a bunch of fucking bitches. That's why. You guys are trying to use Kino Casino commands? You can't use that shit in here. Where do you think you are? Don't you understand that the casino's fucking closed? No, you can't use those commands in here. Go fuck yourself if you want to use them. It happened on Friday. That was the point, is all of the Kino viewers were sent in here to harass my viewers. And so I'm trying to play Marvel 2 against, pro players from back in the day. And I just happen to not have moderators because the moderators that were there were Kino fans who decided to not moderate. Oh, I'll abstain from moderating. Well, now you'll abstain from being in the chat ever because you're banned.
Review Felted North Korea for 5 subs. Thank you so much. Beardley has done badly for a sub, and Jane's for a sub. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, it is full-on North Korea mode in Phil's chat. So the Casino Bros and the Detractors have now teamed up, and they're driving Phil insane. Phil is losing his mind at frog emotes. People are spamming the Pepe,
the fire,
and the Pepe with the torch, and Phil can't handle it. Phil's having a fucking melty, and I think so far he's banned over 200 users forever.
Yeah.
In the span of the last 2 days. This Friday, we're having It's a Gundam on, as Phil called him to me in DMs. You know what Phil called him?
What?
He called him the Clown Prince of Detractors.
Yo!
Which it's like, what the fuck, Phil? And so we're bringing It's a Gundam on this Friday. To leak DMs.
And A-log videos.
And we're gonna read them all. We're gonna read, well, maybe not them all, because there's thousands and thousands, but we're gonna read receipts for every single thing I've claimed so far.
So, lastly, why did it all fall apart? All right? Why did this all start happening? Okay?
Okay.
So basically, After I did that show with Steve Cambion, all right?
Oh, one more question. Do you cut out the begging when you cut out the begging, dude? You cut out the begging on your streams.
Fact that this show was meant to set me up. It's obvious. Up to then, these guys had kind of been transparent about everything, and I kind of felt, but after that, literally everything these guys came up with canceled because they have no fucking clout. Mudahar cancels and ghosts them and doesn't talk to them anymore. It's a Gundam, which they claim is going to be the slam fucking dunk of content. Cancels, won't do it, bitches out, and then they destroy him behind the scenes, calling him saying that he, big talker, but he won't do any content. That he'll only do content when it's shooting fish in a barrel. He'll never do an honest show with anyone.
I'm going to say something controversial. DSP is now the greatest locale. No one comes close. All right, there was a time when Chris Chan was number one, undisputed king. But in 2025, no one could touch Phil. He is the most delusional, psychotic piece of shit I've ever seen in my life, and I love it. I love it. This is my reality TV. What Kino did was great.
Okay. Medicare. Oh, Medicare will be the best. The big one. The big win. Can't get him. Can't get him. Can't get him. All right, you try by yourself. That doesn't work. So every idea they're coming up with, awful, awful, awful. None of them work. Actually, to be honest, at the beginning of this year, I was probably going to cut off contact with them at that point because I didn't feel like I was getting anything out of it anymore. But I was trying to figure out the way out. Or I wanted to do it in a way that made sense. And basically, we were starting up Smart Guys, and I was like, you know what? Let's figure this out together. Let's do Smart Guys and see how it goes. And if the show does well, all right, then we'll keep going for a while, and I'll play it by ear. But if the show tanks and doesn't do well, then instead I'll cut off with these guys and we'll be done. All right. So this long con started off great. I get a giant surge of views and support, and it dies out within just a few months. And I'm like, basically, and again, you're going to see when you read through the logs, which all of you will, me saying things, about my family members and stuff. He wants, we're talking about flying places. I say I can't fly because I don't have a real ID. My mom is sick and all this stuff. But again, it's the same shtick, the same spiel, just trying to continue on to get out of doing the shit I don't want to do because it's dumb shit that he keeps bringing up. Okay. So even thinking that after the Steve show, which was a snaking, that PPP might snake me again, PPP says, no. He's screaming, right? From the beginning, we presented you as a big deal. You're a legend from the past. We have a massive audience in a new way. Hope to make thousands shooting on RTU. You're able to get a whole brand new setup. You can't two-step in your ways when it came to being partisan in politics. And I want to do drama. I want to do it your way still, and you've never grabbed that brass ring. You let impression slip with bad performances on the casino and doing the same old content on your show. It wasn't appealing to a broader audience. I went for fun because I like you decided to take a day out of my week to do wrestling with you. And several times, let you keep the penny. There's a few times he did let me keep all the money on the show, and I always told you guys that too. I can lead you to water, but I can't make you drink. You said you would have been okay with Steve doing a pressing interview like this. He would have agreed to it, but your reaction today has proved anything but. It's false. Our reaction was, you should have told me exactly what Steve was going to talk about, and that it was going to be in the tractor interview, because then we could have made it good. Because you didn't, it sucked. It didn't benefit me. All he's going to do is get the tractor dollars, and this is lame. We could have done more with it if you were transparent with me, but you snaked me on it. Why weren't you transparent? Okay? So he's still going. I would like for your content to be interesting, for people to watch it. Ultimately, your content to sit in a slowly dwindling audience. You're praying to God for a new whale to fall from the sky. All right? So, let me find it now. I already told you, the idea was that he wanted to build up Steve as some kind of a supervillain character, that we were going to play games and go back and forth and insulting each other. Super boring.
You cut out the begging, dude.
Who the hell was going to care, and who was going to believe that? No one. No one was going to believe that. That was so unbelievably dumb. All right? So I do confront him about him saying shit about my wife, because this was actually the first time he had ever done it in front of my face. So maybe this is a rarer card. I don't know.
Oh God, it's Cat.
How dare you? But the bummer is, it's up to now, the only time he had ever said something about my wife, okay, was actually on his content. So again, he's apologizing. But what's the point of apologizing if you do it anyway? When you're apologizing for something, but then you're doing it anyway, it doesn't matter. You've already done it again and again. Your apology is invalid if you keep doing the bad thing. So at this point, I know that his apologies don't mean anything either. Here we are, and I say, you know what you could have done? You could have just said that you owed me a favor. All right? That's all you had to say. And that because of that, you're not going to insult Kat anymore because you owe me a big favor, right? And I said, right here, I hope it's not here. People in my kick chat are saying you've insulted Kat again. This was the last Wednesday, so their second show of the week. I really hope that's not true. I'm going to go to sleep. I feel like shit after this week of stuff. I'm sure I'll be bombarded with clips in the morning if this is true. I wake up in the morning, and here's what I have. I owe you nothing, you fucking F-word. And it'll be a cold day in hell before I'm scared of you. Why don't you bring me on tonight and see how it goes? You really wanted to flex nuts. I'm so sick of your shit. You threw everything I did in my face yesterday with the third path lazy bullshit. You have no gratitude for anything. The whole big dog routine, and you're thinking you're going to break me and run the yard? I will fucking show you whose yard it is. You escalated this, and I want a scorched earth drama campaign. I can give you that in spades. I have no idea what he's talking about. Literally, I did one podcast where I talked about I have 3 paths, and the next podcast I said, if this guy insults my wife again, I'm breaking ties and I'm not making content with him anymore because I don't have to continue to do smart guys if this guy's going to insult my wife. I said it's all right if he goes ahead and insults me, but he's not allowed to insult my wife. This was literally going to be the last time I ever had any interaction with them. I was just going to go on and do absolutely nothing to do with them whatsoever. I wasn't going to snake them publicly. I wasn't going to do this show today at all. The whole idea of this show, I have to respond because these guys are literally just going to keep doing stuff no matter what. So I have to at least do something. And if anything, if the one thing is that I drop the logs, so therefore they can't make shit up and spin the logs in a way that they're not, or say, hey, look, here's an edited log to protect us, but here's the part that makes Phil look bad or whatever. So right now I'm about to dump them so you guys can read them in their entirety. All right. Unedited. You can see them. All right. But here's his responses. His completely unhinged, insane, over the top, crazy responses. Get a fucking grip, Phil. This isn't about your wife or my comments. It's about you being a stubborn, lazy, stuck in your ways, word I can't say, who doesn't like getting confronted about your bullshit. You cry victim and throw pity parties to get out of being held accountable, even making the slightest effort out of your own comfort zone to do anything else because you're using this shit to try and have an out, and you can pretend that you're everyone else, blah, 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 blah. And he keeps going. You have no respect. You flush every opportunity. You show me in my efforts zero respect. Just trying to extend my respect to you. You know my tweets are right. By the way, why don't you respond to them? You're a coward. You have been your entire life. You can hide in your hug box, but one day there won't be anyone. And he's still going. Look, he's still going. We're not done yet. You know my tweets are right. I didn't read his tweets. Here's what I'll say to you in the end, because this is later. This is days later. I don't want to have to do what I'm doing because this is after the first show on Friday where he had talked shit and exposed secrets about my life. It doesn't feel good to dump all this on you, but you've endlessly escalated the situation. When did I endlessly escalate the situation? All I did was say, you're insulting my wife. I don't want to do combat with or content with you anymore. We're done. You've been incredibly petty and disrespectful. Never happened. I genuinely want you to apologize for wasting my efforts and let everyone know that it's the case. So let me get this straight. And he says, if you do that, I will drop the entire thing and move on. This is the guy who literally apologized for insulting me and my wife, but then did it again anyway. I called him out on it, and he said, I can't really control myself, but I understand if you don't want to do content anymore. It's okay. I tell him I don't want to do content anymore. And now he says, I need to publicly apologize for wasting his efforts. You told me to break it off if I wasn't okay with the insults. Why now do I have to publicly apologize? For what? Are you insane? It really is like an obsessed girlfriend. It's insanity. I don't know why he sent me this. Because he knows I'm not going to do a public apology when I didn't do anything wrong. Okay? And then we're not even done. He does it again. Listen, there's still an opportunity to end things in an amicable fashion. Don't allow pride to stop you from making the decision that's best for you. And then for the record, he texted me again Monday and says, there's no need for you to ever contact me ever again. You made your decision and it's shameful. That was his last actual text that he ever sent me, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked the show. It's time to move on and get back to business. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Rogue missed.
Yep,
Come on, Rogue.
Guaranteed throw.
Come on.
I thought he had this. What happened, Phil?
No.
You threw the match like you throw your life. Oh, we've got Pepe's with torches in the chat. It's a revolt.
His head's missing.
He's banning everybody live.
He has a friend chat on.
He looks like he's got a toupee. He's fees.
He looks like
these guys' fees are maxed.
He has a tattoo.
No.
He looks like he has a toupee.
Watch this.
He was Hitler maxing.
The vice principal energy, bro. He's not happy, Ross. He's not happy at all.
Get rid of the trolls, Phil.
No. Did he end his stream on
Are you
Kick?
for real?
No, he rage
Oh my
quit
God.
the stream.
Hang on. Hey.
No, go to his YouTube.
Hang
Iron
on.
Chef Sakai for 25 subs.
How dare
Let's
you,
go,
Phil.
Iron Chef.
Phil
Let's
just treated
go,
us like
Iron
a
Chef.
tech.
Oh my
All
God.
right, we're back.
One thing I found funny is that things that I've just said for years, you make it like I'm going to stalk you and dry hump your front door in the middle of the night. When PPP said those things at the time, now you're different because the fallout and, you know, he was calling your wife fat. Back then, it was with them, it was just razzing. What's the difference between when I said something and when PPP said something, which would be just as bad, if sometimes not worse?
The bitch is fat. She's fat. Water Weird has gifted a sub.
Why was there a difference with that?
Well, there's two things. Number one, if you have some kind of an arrangement with someone, if you're working business-wise with someone, okay, and you know that there's a mutual benefit to being associated or making content, then you give a few inches, right? You'll give a little bit of leeway. You'll let them get a little bit of a rise or get a little bit of a boost or a little bit of whatever it is on your behalf. Because quite frankly, you're also getting a boost on their behalf by being associated or making content with them, all right? But just like everything, there's a limit to that. And what's happened is PPP took it upon himself to keep pushing those boundaries as far as he possibly could, thinking that he was a big shit, basically, and he could get away with whatever.
Yeah, but that was at the 11th hour, though, Phil. I mean, there was actually a video of where, like, you tiptoed into confronting him about what he said about your wife, and you gave him a pass. Also, too, there's a video that Mighty D has where you were, and this happened multiple times, it wasn't just in his video, where you would be in their Kick chat in like the wee hours of the morning, text messaging them or messaging them in their chat like a teenage girl. You were gifting subs, you would go back and forth. You always say that your time, like, that was, what were you doing then? You say your time is valuable, you say you're very busy, but then you were sitting there in their chat essentially just simping, actually, which is funny. We'll talk more about simping later, but that was very strange to me.
So Rich, I have to be honest with you. All right, I'm going to be very honest with you right now.
Okay.
I do have a plan for this appearance, and it's nothing whatsoever what you think it is. But I want you to calm down. I want you to calm down. There's no guests coming on or anything. It's just you and me. I promise you that. Okay? No special, no shocking twists, no oh my God, gotcha
Even
moments.
If there was a guest, that would be fine.
Rich, do you recognize this?
Those are your poker chips, Phil. Yeah.
Correct. This is the briefcase that was used as a prop during the co-op react that I did with Kino Casino back in the summer when we watched your documentary from June the King. And basically, it was used as a way to humiliate you over the course of that event. And everything, was around this chip in the casino. And you even called it out in your content. And you said, Phil, you fool. They're not your friends, but you have their memes in your content and all of that. I'm well aware of all that stuff that you said. Okay.
Which was true from the beginning. Everyone saw that coming from a mile away. You were a content mill for them.
So, okay.
As you've seen.
Fair enough. Now, I bring this up for a reason. And we're going to explain it in just a moment. But I have one other question for you before I actually show you. Okay. Are you familiar with the king snake, the animal?
Nope.
You're not?
Nope.
The king snake is a creature, a snake that lures other snakes into its den. Dangerous snakes, snakes that are known to already be predators, rattlesnakes, and others. The king snake uses this trick in order to make those creatures feel safe. And then the king snake surprises those creatures from behind and swallows them. The king snake.
Are you swallowing me, Phil?
Hold on. The king snake eats other predators whole after laying a trap. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the briefcase. This is Andy and Ashton's briefcase. Because, ladies and gentlemen, today on this podcast, this is not the Level 1 podcast featuring RTU. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Level 666 podcast straight out of fucking hell. Because today, live on the show, it is time to explain to you how over the last 8 months and the last couple of years, all of my planning has finally come to fruition. I robbed Kino Casino. I'm not kidding. I'm not
How did you rob?
fucking kidding. Everything that you have seen happen, I swear to God, has been part of my plan all along. Because all of you think I'm so fucking stupid. You all thought that this was he got fooled. He had the wool pulled over his eyes. I 100% had this plan. It's not true. No one believes you. You're an idiot and it doesn't work. Since day one.
No, I don't believe you. I've been watching you now for over a decade. You were full in on this hook line, and so you called Andy your gaming soulmate.
Okay. Rich, I got the receipts. So here's the funny part, folks. All this week, there's been all these threats thrown around by Kino Casino saying, God forbid that any of these private messages be leaked that I had with Phil or we had with Phil, because these private messages would be so damning. They would hurt him so bad. And man, he is hiding from it. And we're counting down to when we leak the messages. I already put the messages online. And by the end of this show, I'm going to give everyone the links and you can all read them for yourselves in full. This was my plan all along.
This doesn't sound like 4D chess. This sounds like damage control.
There's no damage control here.
This sounds like you're just trying to get in front of what they're going to say.
There's nothing to say. As you're going to see and what we're going to go through, everything that they think they have was already planned ahead of time. Every single thing that I told them was either a lie, a half-truth, or something to buy their confidence. So they would think that over time, they would have something on me. Because the truth is, Rich, I'm tired of being pushed around. I really am. All right? I'm going to be honest with you and the internet right now. In 2023, when I did that Side Scrollers interview, and then the next day...
Because those interviews make you seem disingenuous, Phil. Like, think about how simple...
Fair enough.
Think about how simple would have been to show... like, hey, just show me that down from, which we know is your account now, which we know you're still using, by the way. Down from the rafters is my WWE Champions account. My Sweaty Man Addiction is there. And then you were like, I got to protect my family, which made no sense, Phil. That made zero sense. How does showing a username in a game, that's the equivalent of like showing a gamer tag on like your Xbox Series X. And you said, and then when you had him on the show, and he said, I forget the exact wording. I just thought of this now. I do have notes, by the way, but he was like, so you weren't telling the truth. And you said to him, it doesn't matter if I was telling the truth or not. It's still an answer.
People see me. They know me by now, right? I've been doing this for almost 20 years. So people have a pretty good idea of me and my character. And for you to attack my character, I mean this with all due respect, Phil. Go fuck yourself.
But the point I'm making here is I basically manipulated them as much as I could to make them do what I wanted. I got what I wanted. And then when I knew they were going to eventually turn on me, because we all knew that from the get-go, right? We knew they were going to turn.
That's kind of just gross too, Phil. You would say that your family members were sick to get out of doing things with them. How do you do so? You're trying to tell me to believe that for the past 8 months, when you were sitting there gifting them subs, simping for them, like hours upon hours on end, trying to get them to pay attention to you, like they were Beavis and Butthead and you were Stewart, that this was all some big plan to get vengeance on people that if you never affiliated with, you would be in a better position than you are now. You went, Phil. It's just a fact. You saw that there was an opportunity there. They feigned friendship with you. You called Andy Worski your gaming soulmate. You were so into all this to the point that you let them shame you. And now in the end, after all is said and done, you come out on the other end looking worse, and you're trying to tell me that this is 4D chess. Like, what I think you're doing now, as a matter of fact, I guarantee what you're doing now is because you know that this is disastrous for you, that you're trying to be like, aha, all along, it was my master plan. It was not your master plan, Phil.
Okay.
It wasn't. And look, that's fine, but I'm just not going to believe it. I don't think anybody with like a upper double-digit IQ will believe it.
All right. So
I think Phil, I think you thought this is going to be like some like battered wife. Like, yes, let's go. I don't care about the kid. I don't give a shit. I don't care about.
Okay. So I guess we'll continue on. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. I tried, everyone. Really, I did. I tried to make it entertaining. That man is not entertaining in any way, shape, or form. I really wanted to give it an honest shake, but he's an idiot. Okay. Wow. I mean, he really did not want to play ball. He did not want to have any fun. That guy is a loser. That's sad because I was trying. I mean, not that I want to be that guy's best friend or anything, but I mean, holy shit, dude. Like, that was pathetically bad. Like, why can't you just shut up and just ride what we're doing here and go with the idea? But what else can I say? I mean, that was awful.
DSP went all in with Kino Casino and tried to snake them in the end. Only Phil and his dents think he beat the house, but we all know the house always wins.
Christmas! We called it.